Figured you might have had a ride in today because I saw Lily's car's been out there pretty much all week. So, I mean, I look every time I go past just to see.
It all depends on her work schedule. She doesn't know what it is. They switch her up all the time, so.
Yeah.
Look at her fucking hustling.
Yeah.
Out there hustling.
Yeah, it makes me feel like a piece of shit.
Does it?
Kind of a little bit.
You got that old chauvinistic, like,
I need to work and bring in the dough.
I need to be the breadwinner.
Little bit.
You go out there swinging some wood around in your yard like Conan.
Yeah.
You haven't punched a house? I didn't hear anything.
He's a house puncher?
He's a house puncher, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, man. That was on the podcast before.
Yeah.
We brought that
I
up.
don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah.
All right, let me get started here.
Testes.
Hello, everyone.
Look at this.
Welcome to the Us Guys podcast. This is episode 74 for June 28th, 2020. I'm here with THC,
Hey.
Uncle Meats,
Good morning.
and we're welcoming back the gull in a lab coat, Rickety.
How you doing?
And I'm the Bedazzler. You're listening to the Us Guys podcast. And, well, you know, we missed last week, but that happens. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot going on. Yeah. We missed a week. But that's okay. That's all right. We in episode 73, we left everyone a lot to think about.
That is fantastic.
Look at this classy man.
Oh my God! And that robe makes him want. I guess it's
Uncle
not
Meat,
even my robe
Uncle Meat
anymore.
has one of those long cigarette
holders?
filters, like a Victorian, like a.
The breakfast at Tiffany's lady.
Oh, wow!
Audrey Hepburn.
I was
don't
thinking
know
James
anything
Bond.
about that.
I was like,
Oh, James Bond that smoked out of one of those?
Yeah. See? What's up?
It wasn't that long though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid of it.
Size queen.
Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. Just don't bite it.
Don't matter. Just don't bite it. She swallowed it. Man, I remember that in middle school. That song. You don't remember that song?
That was wild,
I
huh?
don't think so.
I don't remember that song.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
How'd it go?
She swallowed
She
it.
swallowed it.
Don't matter.
Just don't bite it. What was that,
What,
Easy?
what do you want me to do with it? Don't matter. Just don't bite it.
Yeah. That was NWA.
I think it was NWA, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Good morning. How's everyone feeling out there, huh? World got you
It
down?
gets longer.
Does reality too much to handle?
It sucks.
Well, come on down into the lair, spend some time with your boys, and we will regale you with tales of our impotent lives.
Impotent.
What's your old man joke right now?
Yes, yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Old man
It's
joke.
slightly racist, but
That's okay.
No doubt.
I think the times are perfect for some racist jokes. Let's do
did you
it.
hear about the black guy who wore a tuxedo to his circumcision?
No.
He said, if I'm going to be impotent, I'm going to look impotent. Or to his, it was to his vasectomy, sorry.
Let's do it. Yeah, the first part did make sense, but that's all right.
I pieced it back together.
Yeah.
I love racism.
It's a good thing you got that out of the way to begin with. We don't want to close
Oh,
on
you're
something
doing,
like that.
you're doing the
Racism, Guyz.
racism. You're doing the racism. I love racism.
Oh, yeah, it's been that. Speaking of that, that's been one of my pastimes this weekend. Is the
What's that?
Johnstown Tribune Democrat forums again.
Oh, you're doing some comment section battles, huh?
Yes, yeah. Not really battles because you can't battle the
Yeah, right.
mentally
it's like
challenged.
punching a donkey. You know what I mean? It's not going to punch you back.
Right.
It might hee-haw at you, but it ain't going to punch you back. You know?
Try to bite your belly or something.
Just back away from the stall. And then I can't do shit to you. Like, you're a donkey. You know? Yeah, I don't know, man.
I love my donkey.
I've stayed away from social media and all that shit. I really don't have a clue what's going on, and never been happier. I get all my information from the old timers and the old folks home.
Yes.
So
That's a good place to get it.
Well, I'm not so sure about
I don't think that's a good.
I do.
The good thing is you go in there and you know you're not okay. A lot of these things, these guys, what they say, or women, or whatever,
Yes.
of that age, even if they're following what's going on, they're really what they say is not science.
That's true.
That
Like,
fact.
like now that I think about it, the one bit of current events I got from the residents this week was, now the Dixie Chicks got to change their name. Can you believe that? And I'm like, for one, I'm like, who the fuck are the Dixie Chicks? For two, that's a dumb name for some dudes. And for three, yeah, fuck them. Change your name. I never understood.
I went to see Dicks with Chicks in Vegas. It was fun. It was a fun show.
I dated a
It was a
Dickie
really fun
Chicks.
show.
I dated. No.
I saw Dicks with Chicks. Chicks with Dicks.
That's my
It was a great
favorite
show.
porn category. Why would they change that?
What are they going to change it to?
They're just the chicks.
Right. With the X?
Is it? Oh, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
Is it? No shit.
I don't think they had to change, but they're woke enough.
Oh yeah,
It
great.
makes,
Yeah.
enough sense.
Yeah, that's my new favorite thing is all the corporations, the people who really don't give a fuck, who are making a stand.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Because they're
You know,
feeling the
the-
political pressure, too.
But it's great. It's like you're not doing anything. That'd be like us with no employees being like, Black Lives Matter. It's like, wow, we don't really have any control over anything. We're not hurting anybody, But yeah, but when
for the future's tense and for perspective, it might be a good thing.
yeah, oh, I agree. I think
I
things
think
are
it's
changing.
funny how people are like, "Oh, Aunt Jemima is like a shining star of how to make it in America," and you took it off the package, and I'm offended.
Yeah, it's
And
kind
it's
of
a
a
white
stereotype the whole
it's
time.
like-
Like, yeah. It was kind of a stereotype the whole like the outfit and everything, right?
Yeah.
It was like a mammy.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So,
But is she? I don't know if she was a real person. It was based off a real person.
It was based
Yeah.
off a real person.
And is
supposedly.
that how she actually looked?
Well, yeah.
Well,
she
then
was,
what's the problem with it?
Well, she was like a
she was a
servant.
slave.
Okay. Did she start the company?
I don't know
No.
that she started it. But it's like
Of
here's
course
this
she didn't
slave
start
Did
the
she have the
that's-
recipe for the syrup?
I'm sure
No.
Aunt Jemima syrup is not
Okay.
a,
Well,
not a black-owned business.
on the same thing,
Yeah.
Uncle Ben's rice. Uncle
Not-
Ben
again,
was the dude
probably
who
not.
started that. That is how he looked. That was his picture on a thing. He
Got
was
you.
brought up. So why should you change that if that's what he decided he want his company to be like?
Yeah.
Because that's what it was. He wanted his picture on there because he made it, quote unquote, made it. So
Yeah, but Aunt Jemima was like a it was
It's a
like
mammy. It's a
Yeah,
salon.
it's like-
I know what that is. That's
it's
why I
like
was-
here you're getting served at breakfast, like
I get that, but that's why I didn't know if that's the actual lady who started the company, like Uncle Ben.
no.
And if it was, I mean, if she was okay with you marketing her product with her likeness exactly how she was,
right.
then or her
No, I would
immediate
I would imagine at the
kids.
time she was just happy to get fucking paid for anything. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like
probably.
just
Hard to
trying to
say.
get paid, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's a weird time.
I think some of that shit goes a little far, but as far as the businesses doing what they're doing, catching the wave or whatever they're doing, I think if you have a platform, obviously, that people know, and if you actually kind of give a shit about it or whatever, by all means, change it. I mean, every little drop is a ripple,
Right.
So,
In the sea change. In the cultural sea change.
I mean, it's going to be going that way in the future, so why not now?
The world has to change. You can't
Absolutely.
you can't legislate morality.
We were talking
don't-
about
we don't-
this
we don't need
like
a- we don't need
last
another
week,
law.
man.
Yeah.
About it's the young people are not having it. They're
Right.
going to change it. So we as middle-aged folk, we can choose what side we want to be on, the side that's going away or the side progression,
Yeah. Yeah, we're irrelevant either way though.
Yeah, pretty much. We're the old people shaking our fists, get off my lawn.
Yeah, but to anyone who's anti the kids protesting or making noise, it's like, what do you really think was Aunt Jemima or was whoever the company is? Were they going to change it before all this?
No.
What was Nike going to come out and say?
probably not. No.
Was
The
the
NFL?
Was the NFL going to say they were
absolutely not.
wrong before
Absolutely
this?
not.
No.
And like Kaepernick was being totally, snowballed the whole.
Right.
It's been what 4 years or something
Yeah.
since that came out. They had time. Absolutely, they weren't going
Right.
to do it.
Nobody was going to do anything before everybody started making noise.
But personally, I think in cases like that, okay, so they decide to make a stand now. It's better than never.
right. Yeah.
And if they're finally feeling the pressure, and like people like me, what I'm seeing is that these giant corporations are bowing down to this movement. So that's a win for us.
Yes.
You know,
Yep.
regardless of whether they really feel that way as companies or the only reason they're changing is because of social pressure, it's still a win.
That's good because that'll turn them on each other because you're going to have the corporations who are putting out something, and even though it seems shallow and kind of like they're just
yeah, exactly,
riding
going through the
along,
motions.
what it's going to do is turn the anti-movement or the anti-change corporations against those, and once you get those corporations battling each other, that helps. That helps.
Everything
the bottom.
follows suit.
That
Absolutely.
helps the bottom. Yeah,
it does. So that's the way. That's my take of that whole corporation stuff. You know.
So you fighting any good battles online? I mean,
Well, they had they posted a photo yesterday of them painting in downtown Johnstown the street that's and it said "End Racism" on there. And people are on there saying, "Well, why would you even do that?
I saw
what
that.
good does it do?" So of course, I get on there. I'm like, it's better than nothing.
better than nothing.
Because this lady's just not making any sense, and a lot of them don't make any sense.
No.
And then when you ask them questions, they don't comprehend that they're questions, even if it says, "Why do you think this way?" or a yes or no question or something. They just ignore it.
Yeah, they don't have a valid reason for
No.
even why they're
No.
so upset.
Yes.
They're parrots.
Exactly.
Parrots don't think.
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh my God, Uncle
And
Meat,
not
that
only
was perfect.
Yeah, and not only that, they're being brainwashed by
Being
like Fox
scared.
News.
They're being terrified
Yeah,
for decades.
the Fox News and the CNN has the people who sit in front of the television just absolutely thinking that there's this war going on out on
Right.
the streets.
Hey, well, as far as painting the street, is it actually going to do anything? No. But again, it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
You see that, somebody will see it and read it, and automatically they'll at least have a second or two of thought after reading it.
Yeah.
Now, what's in that thought? It gets people to actually think about, how do
Right.
I feel about this?
Right. I agree.
But some people think, oh, okay, the paint will make the road slippery, and then when there's an accident,
Yeah, nobody
who
thinks
do we sue?
Nobody thinks that.
That's I saw it on there about
A comment or
Yeah.
like
Oh, I didn't see that one. No, that must have
that
been
was why she was mad because
bitch, please.
there might be a car accident.
Bitch, please. You're really reaching.
Did she understand the chemical reactions between the paint and the road surface and whether it would scientifically increase significantly the chance of one slipping and falling?
Well, no, they don't
Well,
deal with
why?
those sort of things, man. They kind of deal in coincidence, marginal coincidence,
Right.
and supposition.
So in the long run, they're saving Johnstown money by not painting the street. Didn't crosswalks, weren't they painted on for the longest time?
Yeah.
There still
And
are.
that's
Still
where
are.
you're supposed
Most
to
of them still
motherfucking
are.
walk.
Yeah.
So I guess if the chances of you
Slipping and falling.
significantly.
What about the handicapped area is all painted on?
It is too, and
Yeah.
of all people, if
You
it was
wouldn't want them
if it
slip
was
sliding around.
No,
Stop bars in front of the light. I mean, everything
Right.
is painted. Come on.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. That's the weakest shit. How do you guys feel about people tearing down statues? Rickety, we haven't heard from you yet.
I think it's a good thing. I think
You think it's a good thing?
yes,
Start
I-
taking down some of these statues.
Yeah,
huh?
I think definitely some of the stuff like in Gettysburg, where a lot of lives were lost, but other places where lives were not lost, and you have up a statue of a Confederate soldier for absolutely no reason.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's time to get rid of that. Statues are to be revered. They're to be, a place to reflect and revere on what that person's
Now,
life was about.
What if
They're
in,
not. Yeah.
let's say in Atlanta or somewhere south, Richmond possibly, the capital of the Confederacy, if they had, because they had their like Virginia, whatever number regiments and stuff that went in, it was all states combining to go in. Now, what if they had a statue to all their fallen men, because that's their men of their district,
That's
to
fine.
honor their death?
That's fine.
Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah, that's
know?
fine. But a statue to one man, kind of puts one man over all others. And so right now is not a time to put one man over all others, let alone a Confederate.
What's the statue that has like a black guy on the left hand side and an Indian on the right hand side, and then what's his name is riding on the horse? Oh man, I can't remember his name.
Genghis Khan.
No. It was a president.
Teddy
George
Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a great
those,
statue. Teddy Roosevelt was a great president.
He was.
Yeah, Teddy
but
Roosevelt started the park system.
Right.
It's the reason why we have so many.
But what about that statue, though, with a black, like he's riding a horse, which is a beast of burden, and on the same
top of
level of the horse is an Indian man, a Native American, and on the left-hand side is a black man, but Teddy Roosevelt's up on this horse.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think that symbolizes
Absolutely, it does.
something?
Yeah. If Teddy Roosevelt was down walking with his horse with the men, would have been a much better.
See, me looking at that, I wouldn't even think that.
And at
You
the
know.
time, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know at the time. Like,
We were a bunch of colonializing bitches. You
oh,
right?
I
You
got
gotta-
that. I got that for
Yeah,
sure.
way of life.
But when I look at that, like the first thing I see is like he's above these beasts of burden. You know,
That's how I
Yeah, I
see it.
know.
that's how
Oh,
I
yeah, yeah.
like.
That statues have meaning.
But
Oh, without a doubt.
They
Yeah.
were conditioned to think that way.
Yes, without
the
yeah.
vocabulary.
It was the norm.
It was the law. That
It was the
black
norm.
People were 3/5 of a person, and Indians were savages.
Yeah,
So that's just.
on the same level
It's
as
like
their
the Rudyard
horse.
Kipling poem, "White Man's Burden." It's a philosophy that they Europeans have always used for colonialization. It's their responsibility to spread Christianity and to civilize these heathen folk who happen to be less
Human.
human.
Okay, on that
sounds a
on that
little
track,
German.
after going 100 years or 200 years, when that was the society's norm, when we've quote unquote progressed further, and it's not that way. You know, we supposedly have equal rights for all and all that stuff. Anytime I make a mistake, like on a test or something, I go down and look, and I know the answer's wrong, I go back and I erase it.
Yes.
And I change my answer. So we realize that was a mistake now.
It's time
So
to
I
change
don't
it.
have a problem with erasing the mistakes, you know?
That's
I mean,
true.
it's not changing history
Yeah, you
at
don't
all.
you don't defend that mistake because you made it.
Right, exactly.
You know?
We talk about that with the elections.
Yeah, it's like
Exactly.
Yeah, with
Well,
when-
yeah, but they're defending it because they didn't make it. They don't want responsibility, and they shouldn't. It's not their fault. They just happen to, get the gleam from it, but they won't even acknowledge the fact that it was wrong in the first place.
right.
Bush 2
Right.
beat Kerry. Bush 2 Kerry. That was because of the flip floppers. He's a flip flopper. He changed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really? He changed his mind on an issue. Wow.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Right.
he's a flip flopper. Don't,
Yeah.
don't feel for
Yeah.
him. He's a flip flopper.
Right, that was a thing.
Yeah,
that was a
absolutely.
thing
I
for a
remember
while.
that.
Yeah.
was strong.
Yeah.
It was like, how dare you have a change of opinion or
I know.
learn some new information?
Yeah,
How
and be
dare
like,
you.
oh, fuck. Okay.
You're a pussy. You know?
Stick to your guns.
Yeah, stick to your guns. There's
Yeah.
is there, that's pretty fucking dumb.
Yeah. The
was pretty
Republicans
dumb.
are crafty bastards, man.
They are crafty bastards.
Who
They
is?
are crafty bastards,
Republicans
Republicans.
Like they can take it. They can turn a phrase like nobody's
Yeah,
business.
I think
They're crafty.
Democrats can do that too.
That's why
They
I'm
can.
interested.
and that's one of the main problems right there,
I
right
think they
now.
can.
Is that's what people are being classified as now in one of the top 5 things. You know,
Either
I've
one of
always
two.
said that.
Either
Now
one of
you
two.
Look, as soon as you meet someone, it's sex,
Skin color.
Now
Political
party. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're labeled as a Democrat or a Republican when that really didn't make any difference.
And you see it in
It
like
was actively not discussed.
Right. Absolutely.
Do you know where
Yeah.
the two-party system comes from? It doesn't come from the Constitution. It doesn't come from the Bill of Rights. It doesn't come from the amendments. It doesn't come from anywhere. The two-party system comes from the Great Depression. It came from where we had to give control of our country back to somebody who we thought was a united front and could solve this massive problem that
to
we were
speed
in.
things up?
Yes, the problem was once the two parties got the power, they didn't give it back.
Yeah.
Right.
It was an emergency situation thing that was supposed
yeah,
to
they
be
never
done.
do give it back.
And
Look,
now the
it's
problem
not they
is
give it back.
money.
After 9/11, we went with
Yeah.
the
Yeah, and they
You absolutely cannot get a third party in there now because it's not viable because all the money supports the upper two
right.
parties.
There's a castle.
So,
There's been a castle built around the two parties. Yeah.
yeah.
Which means there's only one party.
Yeah, exactly.
some point-
in essence,
Pretty much, yes.
absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
dimwits are
Because
gonna
all
have
they
to
argue
realize
on
they're
is
the same
semantics,
thing.
pretty much. you
exactly.
know?
Yeah.
They play good cop, bad cop when it suits
There
them.
you go.
Yep.
Perfect.
And it's
It's
the same.
natural.
It's the same thing with capitalism. It went from an open, competitive market to
Yeah.
basically it's 4 companies, and they
Right.
get behind the scenes and they work out the details, and
and
then they play
everybody else
good guy,
suffers.
bad guy, and all right, we'll let you cash in for now.
Right.
We'll cash in next time.
I think
you
that's what
know.
happened with young people, minorities too. They're like, why vote? I'm throwing my vote away.
Right.
You know, I can't. Mine means nothing compared
Yeah.
to this.
Yeah.
And then when you have some of those states that the popular vote votes for somebody like in this primary, if Bernie Sanders was still on the ticket. So if a lot of people voted for Bernie Sanders when he said he dropped out of the race, would they automatically give the votes to Joe Biden, or would they actually keep him as Bernie Sanders? And
just throw
in
him
some
away.
states, they just go party, and that's it. Even though the popular vote didn't want him.
Right. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. So crazy.
It made sense in an era when we
Right.
couldn't get to and from places as quickly as we can now.
Exactly. You couldn't travel fucking
And
2
the
weeks
average
to get
person
to the voting place.
And
to
the
raise
regular
your hand.
person did not have access to information like they do now.
Absolutely.
And
it's
they heard it from the
disinformation.
town crier.
Right.
You know?
It's disinformation.
Yeah, well, I mean, but yes, there is a lot of that. But I'm saying people like me and you who can see through the disinformation have access to real information that the regular person did not have before.
Right. So something needs to be changed. Again,
It all
another
needs to be
mistake that
changed.
possibly needs to be
Yeah,
erased.
it all needs to be changed,
You need to
yes.
choose.
Again, that's why might be
Circle
why
C.
Trump might get reelected because
I'm afraid of that too.
because he is doing exactly. You're getting exactly who you elected.
Absolutely.
He's doing.
Yeah,
he's
that's-
doing. He's doing exactly what you thought he would do.
You got to give that to him, is that he is
Yeah.
what he says he is.
Yeah,
Yes.
There's no behind the scenes shit.
No.
and a lot of people
And-
cling to that like a whoopee.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. Exactly right. Especially in our area.
That
Yeah.
known evil is more comforting.
Yeah, than unknown evil.
Yeah.
And that has a validity to it.
Yes, it
Yes,
does.
it does. Yeah.
And even as a Democrat, you can't say it doesn't when Bernie was supposed to win last time and they booted him out.
Yeah, exactly.
And
exactly.
then here we are again. Bernie was crushing in all the primaries, yet somehow Joe Biden's the guy.
Yeah, exactly. Joe Biden was like last in
Yeah.
almost everything.
Nobody
He
wanted
was-
Joe Biden.
He was my last choice.
Yes.
For the party.
Yeah.
Was running.
So, you know, it's kind of hard to not see where the other side's coming
Yeah.
from, where they're like, well, at least Trump is what he is and says what he is, and nobody likes him, so that means something,
Yeah,
you know, to them.
that's the fact. I mean, maybe I guess my hope is that if Biden does get elected, he actually surrounds himself with smart people,
He
like I
will-
was
yeah.
hoping Trump did.
Yes.
You know.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and I don't think the Democratic Party will, if he does get elected, they're gonna boost him up on their shoulders.
I'm telling you
and-
what, Trump's got a smart move right now that he's doing. He's saying, look, that first time around, I didn't have any experience. And yeah, I feel I surrounded myself with idiots, but I know better now.
Uh-huh.
That's a
Yeah.
fucking tick in the
Yep.
ear of those fools, man. They're going to buy into that, you know?
Everybody who associates themselves with that dude ends up in jail or fired. You never
Exactly.
fucking
True,
hear
man.
from them.
Exactly. But that
They
what
got
he's
out.
saying.
They got out of jail.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
of
they all will get
Corona.
out.
They
Oh,
all
yeah,
got out.
without a doubt. Like Flynn, who fucking lied to the FBI. Could you imagine going to a judge and getting a local person out because the police shouldn't have been asking him that question? I know they lied to the police and you arrested him and you found him guilty, but they really shouldn't have been in that situation in the first place. And then you let him out? Like, could you imagine that happening to anyone,
No.
like a regular person?
Hell no.
Never.
Hell no.
Never.
No, on a street level. or
That's why, if
something,
you
no,
ask
no.
me, that Barr, that Bill Barr, is probably the most vile person I've
Oh,
seen in
yeah.
politics
Oh,
in
yeah.
years.
He didn't used to be.
Yeah, he is probably the most like outright vile. Just
Mitch McConnell's
criminal.
pretty high up on
Yeah,
that list.
Mitch
Yeah.
McConnell's. Like
yeah,
up
well, yeah, that fucking guy.
there. And you see what they're doing in Kentucky now, man, for all the voting and shit.
state fucking lowered. They're
was, like,
afraid
one
they don't
vote-
want the dude to lose, so they close like 95% of the voting.
I think they were
booths.
saying something like now one voting booth, you have almost 400,000 people that have to
Yes.
vote.
It's
through
crazy.
And you can't mail in the fucking
No,
ballots.
Mail-in
so you got to
ballots are
stand
bad.
outside for days. Like, who the fuck's gonna do it? Only the only.
The old people have
Yes.
nothing else to do.
Yep.
Yeah, because how you going to take off work for
No,
all
you
day?
can't. Right. Retirees can't.
It's hard
go.
enough to take off work to go vote during the day.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
it is bullshit, man. So fucking.
And then everybody's bitching about the voting system and the mail-in ballots now. You know, I did my mail-in for the primaries, and
Did you cheat?
what do you mean did I cheat?
I don't know. Apparently you cheated.
Oh yeah, because I
Anybody
did a
who
mail-in.
does mail-in is
exactly.
cheating, yeah.
And I think we were talking about this. You know, you have banking information, stock information on your phone,
Right.
You know, and yet nobody can trust a electric
vote.
voter machine.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I get the fact that okay, everyone, the world knows you're telegraphing when you're going to be putting all your money into the bank at a certain time.
Yeah.
So naturally, hackers will be going in
Right.
and trying that.
Right.
But
Yeah, but we're supposed to believe that a piece of paper is safer? like a
It's
pile
not.
of
It's
papers
not.
is safer?
They throw them in the garbage.
Yeah.
They have hanging chads.
It's always something.
yeah.
Always.
There's,
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. But I mean, maybe I'm just optimistic, but I see change coming.
I do too.
I see it coming.
Oh, it's coming.
I don't think they can fight it anymore. I really don't.
The only thing you can rely on is change.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, it's
Yeah, right.
the 60s. That was, I think, the last time that.
You saw this kind of change?
Yeah. I mean, after the LA riots and shit, that's the first ones I really remember.
In 90s.
Yeah. That was really big, but it wasn't global big.
Mm-hmm.
McCarthyism was where it started. Like, the communist movement, like
Turning Americans on Americans by calling some of them
yes,
communists.
Yes, so that we could legislate morality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You're saying that's a new thing?
No, we're saying McCarthy.
I'm saying
Oh,
that's,
yeah, okay,
I'm
I'm
saying
sorry,
that's
I'm
a
sorry.
common thread.
Oh,
That's,
yeah.
that we're still resolving.
And the fact that's when it started, because that's when technology allowed it to start.
Yeah.
Then you can hop on the radio
We didn't have
and
to
hear
pick
all
a
the
fight.
propaganda and
Yeah.
shit like that, and you have it droned into your. It's like Dan Carlin was saying, you had radio that would come to you in a room in your house. Then you had radio that could come to you in your car, in your room. Now you have the internet, and podcasts can come to you anywhere.
Yes, all the stations.
Yeah, so this is that kind of technology allows for that kind of discussion or brainwashing, I guess. Whereas back in early 1900s, you didn't even have that.
Right? You relied on the newspaper.
Exactly.
Which is fucking bizarre. If you try to apply for any kind of COVID relief, you end up getting and I know this, you end up getting an automated line that is befuddled. It doesn't fucking work. And then
on purpose.
Yeah, and then whenever you try to talk to someone, all the agents are busy and you can't talk to anyone. Then they literally say, fucking literally heard this yesterday. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. They said, for more information, tune to your local news source. Oh. All right. So I mean,
Johnstown News.
So I'm gonna tune to my local news source to turn for relief.
Yeah.
You said a girl in that big fat ass.
It's
You'll
so
get some
fucking-
relief watching the news. Tell me.
Yeah, and then Target raised its minimum wage to $15 an hour,
That's awesome.
which is fucking
Yeah.
dope. Unfortunately, the closest Target is like 45 minutes away,
Right.
and that's like the new factory job. Like
Yeah.
me and Rickety were saying earlier, it's like, man, if I could just get that red team member shirt,
Fuck yeah. I'm
I'd have it made.
I'd be set
I'm
for
in.
life, man. I'll just take my lunch pail in there and I'll stock those pillows and I'll fucking direct people
so
to the
true, man.
self-checkout.
That is so true. That is so true.
So fucking bizarre.
It's like
It's so bar. I mean, I'm making $9 an hour to clean Corona toilets. All right, for people who eat diapers all day.
But you're an essential hero.
Oh, I'm an essential hero. And you want to know what else? I got a notice from my place of employment that we have to take these COVID tests, and if we fail them, we're automatically sent home with no pay. If we refuse to take them, we're automatically sent home with no pay. And then here's the kicker. Write down your insurance information so we can bill your insurance information.
Nice.
Now, I don't have any insurance.
Yeah.
So how's that going to work? Are they going to send me home because I can't afford to pay for the COVID test? Because they pay me $9 an hour to clean up COVID? And what fucking sucks is that I know in the back of my heart I don't have a leg to stand on because there's probably 75 people standing behind me
Right.
waiting for that job.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's so fucking disheartening.
That is a well-deserved rant, though.
Yeah.
You deserve that rant.
What am I gonna? Oh, it's been in my head all fucking week. As I watch these old timers bust open like Cadbury eggs after lunch.
Yeah, you
Yuck.
didn't even get any shit from the gallery from that one.
No, I'm looking at my check, my 30 hours a week because they won't give me 40. because I might qualify for some
health care.
for some kind of overcharged health care that I can't afford anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know. But let me go clean up this fucking Cadbury sauce all over the place, knowing goddamn well it's full of everything.
You know what? And that's not just you. That's in
Oh,
that
it's
position.
everywhere.
Absolutely.
It's
absolutely.
everywhere.
And that's what people are bitching about
Yeah.
this minimum raise.
Because at the
wage.
same time, I'm looking at these
How about
nurses.
minimum wage.
I'm looking at these nurses who went to college
Right.
and all this shit, and they're making, let's say, double what I'm making. But they're in the same fucking environment. They all have to work except for these poor ladies, got to work like 18 hours a day
doubles
because
and
they're
stuff.
getting sick
Yeah.
and falling out.
Yeah.
You know. And it's like, man, you got these college bills to pay. You got this family because you got this good job.
Yeah, because you graduated.
And now all of a
school.
sudden you're in the fucking practically downrange. You're on the battlefield
Yeah.
getting shot at by Corona shit spray all over the time.
You guys are the little goblins up front,
Fodder.
and then like the nurses and stuff are like the orcs
Kobolds.
right behind. Yeah.
They're like, they got shields. I don't
they're
even
right
have a
behind
shield.
You. Yeah,
I
you
got
don't
a-
have a shield. You
I
have
got a club.
Yeah, they have a sword at least. Possibly
My
a
only
shield.
defense is that my immune system is so strong from wallowing in the shit all day.
Right.
That's a good thing, though. That's
Well,
a
It
good.
is.
+2 defense to disease saving throw.
Because my skin is green already.
Yeah.
It's so bad. I can't even put up a fight anymore. It gets on my arm. Doo-doo gets low sprays. Get on my arm and shit. Because they don't give me proper equipment. They didn't even give me a fucking uniform. It's bullshit. I got to wear my own clothes in there.
Do you feel doo-doo splashes, or do you? What was that?
I feel splashes, and I assume it's doo-doo.
Do you look and there's little brown chunks?
No, I don't look. I can't see that well, so I just feel wet.
Or do they
But-
get you from your?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I started sweating at 7:30 in the morning. You know what I mean? So I'm
It
already.
slides right off.
I got a sheen. No. I'm like a lizard. Like it sticks. Like everything sticks. Like you're throwing a wet leaf on a frog. It's just gonna stick. That's how I feel all day. Like, oh, there it is. That's the one that's gonna get me. This one right here.
It's got corona all over it.
It's like, fuck it. At least I got this fucking fiberglass mesh mask on my face to keep me safe, right? You know?
You know what kind of disturbs me is like we never knew. Like remember C. Everett Koop?
Yes.
Yes.
What is it?
Surgeon General.
The Surgeon General.
Yeah.
Do you know who the Surgeon General is? Now?
He wears a uniform.
I have no idea.
90. I bet you
I
99.9.
don't.
Yeah, everybody knew about.
His
Yeah.
name is Jerome Adams. He's an anesthesiologist. He's 42 years old.
He was appointed by Trump.
Yes.
Yeah.
After he fired his initial appointment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But why during a pandemic aren't we hearing from the
Surgeon General. Absolutely.
Because he doesn't know what the fuck's
Yeah, and-
going on.
Initially, he was on a lot
Was he?
on Fox News, and he wears like his dress blues, which is weird. They always wore white coats.
Right.
This guy looks like he's in the army. He's got
Because
his-
he's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
not
that's from his
qualified, huh?
That's from his previous job.
yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a real shit show, man. I think you want to know what scares me about this? I know I said a couple weeks ago that I personally feel like this is how wars are fought now.
Yeah.
World wars are fought. You don't overtly attack a country. You subvertly, destroy
Plant.
their political system. I mean, and we've shown the world how to do it forever.
Yeah.
We were the bosses. But now what even scares me more about that theory is that I see China and India
Yes.
actually fighting. Mm-hmm. And that's fucking scary.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking about that at work. We're
That's
like,
pretty
who's
fucking
gonna
scary.
win? Because
Well, you know who's good. China's gonna fuck some shit up. Those
India's got nukes.
India does got nukes, but they are not of historically formidable military force.
India has new.
They do.
Thank you. Come again.
That's
Thank you. Bomb again.
edit myself. I'm gonna edit myself. But yeah, it's scary because you're starting to see where the line is.
Yeah.
And who's on what team. And our team doesn't look that strong.
No. What? What are you laughing at?
I'm just saying our team doesn't look that strong. Like, I don't know, man. The Russians, the Chinese, the Irans, the Syrias.
It does. It does.
Versus us, India,
Canada. Australia.
Dude, I don't think Canada's got our back anymore.
I don't think Canada
They closed
does.
don't
it.
think
Didn't they
either.
close them?
For real, Canada's
Yeah.
looking at us like
closed
we're the
the border.
hillbillies now. I mean,
Yeah,
we
it's
used to
true.
crack on Canada. Canada's now looking very more sophisticated.
Canada is like America in the 90s.
Yeah, yeah. Canada's like, ignore those motherfuckers. Like, we used to be like, fuck Canada, you know?
Canada just started watching Friends. I
Yeah,
think,
well, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we're still stuck on Duck Dynasty.
Yeah.
And Canada's on Friends.
They're Seinfeld.
Yeah, Canada's Seinfeld, and we're Duck Dynasty.
Wasn't
Right.
that crazy how Seinfeld ended?
I don't know. I never watched Seinfeld.
I don't know how it ended. I remember it was a big deal that.
Was it?
Because they went out on top, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it just stopped.
Which is.
I was trying to be funny. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
Oh.
all right. That's,
Yeah.
dude, that's what we do here. That's
your
what we do
first-
here. We
Yeah,
take
we do
swings
it
and we miss.
Yeah,
We
that's your
miss.
that's your
That's
first
what we
strike.
do.
We'll keep
Yeah.
I'm like the Carlos Delgado of the table. Remember him?
the
I'm gonna call
swinger.
I'm gonna call
Is
that
that
a
his
strike too.
Carlos Baerga.
Home run or strikeout.
You're like when
Do
the
we
pitcher,
have one more?
You're like when the pitcher goes up to bat.
Yeah,
Very
American League pitcher. Is this mine or yours?
That's mine.
Whatever you
What's up
did
with
to it,
that?
I think it's yours now.
I didn't want any more at that time.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
what was that?
Somebody dinged.
So in oh shit, was that it was hopefully it wasn't me, no? We would have heard it through the headphones if it was
Yeah.
me unplugged in. It was not me.
I don't.
I don't know if you guys saw, but my lunch time rituals have become quite a hit at work. I know we talked about this
Yes.
before, how the ladies at work said that I don't eat meat. So then the next day I brought in just a bag of ham and I full-fisted ate a fucking
Bag of
a pound of ham. So this week I've stepped my game up. I decided to take it orally, like nose. I decided to attack their noses. Olfactory attacks. So now I got a can of tuna,
Oh,
a can of pineapples, and a bag of seeds, right? Oh my gosh. I thought I was going to start a fucking war inside there.
Really? What were they saying?
For one thing, it started with the smell. Like,
yeah. Who wants to smoke?
what
tuna?
is that smell? Oh, and then they look over and they're like, you're not even mixing anything in it. Like, it's good shit.
They're making fun of you. Huh?
Yeah, they're coming down hard. But if you know anything about me,
Right.
You like it? Hard.
Well, I kind of
I like
caught
it.
I kind of caught shit at work the other day because I was in the break room and I was going to make my lunch, which was ramen, and I was sitting there bullshitting with my boss, put it in the microwave, and then a couple seconds later we were bullshitting, and then all this smoke starts coming out of the
burned it up?
microwave, and he's like, "Oh, did you put water in there?" I was like, of course. And then I pulled it out. I didn't put any water in there. So now I'm banned from using
the microwave, you ruined it.
Everybody, even in the warehouses, they're like, "Man, what the fuck?"
Oh, I bet that smell was ridiculous.
It was, yeah. So
Like burned
everybody's
up.
been making fun of me.
Like burned up some spaceman food.
And
in
the
there.
cleaning ladies are like, "I heard you burned out." I said,
Why you
"Yeah, I'm
fucking with
sorry.
why you
How am I
fucking with
going to
our
get this smell out?"
Yeah. Lunchtime at work it's a good time.
It's an event.
It's a good time to start some shit, you know? If you're a guy like me who's got nothing to do but be in his head while he's cleaning all day, you know?
Mm-hmm. You got to express yourself.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun,
you said the
dun,
other day
dun,
you had
dun,
some
dun,
rancid
dun.
farts
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
dude, that's.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
at work.
When isn't that?
Well,
The case.
I take it pretty serious. You know,
Tuna, pineapple, and what was it?
Seeds.
Seeds, yeah.
bunch of different seeds. Some
Yeah,
omega-3 seeds.
Just seeds. That sounds gross.
It's
I'm eating. You're like a big fucking bird.
Listen, I get like irritable bowels or something, so
or like a big orangutan
I try
picking the
to
berries off the bush.
I try to watch what I eat to make sure that
Yeah, the dingleberries off the pubis bush and eating them.
I'm picking them off backs,
Right?
picking them out of old people's heads,
Yeah.
eating them like lice. I eat lice off old people's heads.
You're grooming them because you love them.
I gotta watch what I put in my stomach. Like, you can't have too many ingredients because I really don't know what's gonna set off that cannon.
But
back
you
there.
know what? That's okay because it stinks there anyway. So you're in your
But it
you're in your
turns
prime
out-
element.
Yes, that is the beauty of where I work. Is that
If you have to go run, take a shit, and it stinks,
people literally
Everybody
sit
stinks.
in a chair
And shit.
and shit.
Right.
Which leads me to believe that a nurse's aide is by far the hardest job in the world.
Yeah.
By far. I mean, they go in there and change full-grown, ornery, angry, wiry, fragile adults.
Depressed.
Sad. And who poop right in their pants. Right in their pants, they poop. And then check it out. They put them on like this PVC kind of lawn chair, and they roll them right into this shower stall. And they got to like kind of get in there with a hose and hose down these naked old people.
I can't wait for
you ever get hard
to wear meat? No, dude. I found out that I'm very immature. Like
really? That's
you just found that out.
Like, like if I'm mopping in a person's room and they're sleeping, which is best case scenario, they're sleeping. If I even see like half a butt cheek hanging out, I'm gagging in my mask. Like I just can't fucking take
old people's asses.
Oh, old people's mouths, hands, ass, elbows. Knees and feet. But I've learned this week that there is a worse smell than old people ass.
What is
that?
Anybody want to guess? It comes from an old person, but it's not their ass.
Worse than old people's ass?
Ooh. Is it feet?
Their breath?
Their breath. A lot of old people don't eat regular food. They either eat pureed pork chops or they drink these protein shakes. And a lot of them aren't keeping up with their brush jobs in their mouth. So you get dry protein shake in the mouth and just laying in their beds for 16 hours a day, you know, or
constant morning breath. Like
constant. And the room can be hot like a greenhouse.
Did you say moaning breath?
Morning. Moaning breath.
He's thinking about the video that you
watched.
Help me. I'm thinking about moaning breath.
Just kill me. So, yes, some of these breaths are so hot. It is like, it's like when you fucking put a hot bowl of soup in the fridge. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like Benny's breath was.
Yes, like a dog.
With rotten teeth.
Rotten tooth. Yeah, but it's so bad. It's just it's like primal. It like makes my pubes curl. Like it's.
Yuck.
Nice.
So the Antarctica's melting.
Huey Newton.
No, Antarctica in the news this week. Antarctica in the news this week. It's melting. And I'm excited. I used to be afraid of global warming, but now I'm excited.
Maybe it'll cool the water down. That water's too hot sometimes.
More water is cool. We're always complaining there's not enough water.
Right.
And then number two, I think they're going to find some civilizations under there.
Under Antarctica? Absolutely. Yes. I've been
Who's with
looking
me?
at that.
Who's
Absolutely.
with me?
They're going to find some neat shit under
They're going to
Antarctica.
find some shit. They're going to fuck up the whole timeline. And that would be even more than government collapse. I'm excited for history to collapse.
Right.
I want to figure out like we were at this point before, and then boom, got wiped out and had to start all over.
I think that's happened a bunch.
Yeah, I do too. But what excites me is the chance of it being different next time, more of like a Conan vibe. You know what I mean? Maybe some more wizardry,
some magic,
some witchcraft. You know what I mean?
So the ice is gonna melt, and witchcraft and wizard shit's gonna happen all of a sudden. Why?
Because of the civilization.
They've been trapped under ice for years.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
When they are released,
you will see demons.
You know, that's probably where the corona came from, is from the melting Antarctica, and they had a virus under there living, and it
that we didn't know anything about, like
and we released it.
Dinosaur
you know
AIDS.
That's as good as
Dinosaur AIDS is it.
Dinosaur AIDS is going to come up out of the mud.
Every bit as good explanation as I've heard.
Yeah,
for coronavirus. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why not?
That's
other than
every bit as valid as
what did we hear before? A bat shit on a pig.
Yeah.
That was like
somebody licked it or something.
A wombat ate it, and then they ate the wombat.
His explanation is every bit as good. Every bit as valid. Actually, more so.
No, that or there's another theory of mine is that it is a global plot to stem the tides of mass shootings. Because how many mass shootings?
There has not been any mass shootings. And what's crazy is if I'm a mass shooter, and I'm no way like would want to encourage anyone, if I was a mass shooter, now would be the time to do it.
Yep.
Your argument fails two places. Global plot mass shootings. Mass shootings are localized incidents. there would not be a global response to localized incidents. I don't think.
Fucking
Isn't
A
that
to
pretty much
B.
what like 9/11 was though?
boom.
No.
No, that was a global response to a global incident.
It wasn't a global incident.
Well, it was a New York
It was a
City's pretty-
localized thing.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Symbolically,
Yes.
it was a global
Yeah,
attack.
Yeah, but it could
yes.
be global if you get this little bit of remaining rednecks, like the Nazi parties, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
that are scattered all, and they get together and just make one last concerted effort, and they just spread out, and each of them do a mass shooting on like a scheduled time. How about that? No?
Maybe.
Couldn't be global, huh? Because there's probably no Nazis
No.
in
You expect
China.
those cowards to be brave enough to
Or organized.
or organized enough to do something like that? To fall on their swords? Nah.
Plus, that would also mean that there's like Chinese Nazis,
Yeah. Mongolian.
Russian, like
There's Brazilian Nazis.
well, yeah, we know
yeah,
Nazis
that- yeah.
hid in South
Yeah.
America, so I do
Argentina.
believe that.
Brazos.
And the Brazilian president is like
Nazis.
they're real horny motherfuckers, right?
Look out! Here come the Brazzies.
Nazis with big booties.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best kind. If you had to pick a Nazi, you'd pick one with a big
Over sexualized beach Nazis. See, those last ones lost because they were too white.
Yeah.
All right, what we need is someone that can handle a beach. Get it? Beaches.
There was a movie called Surf Nazis Must,
Must die, yeah.
Oh, and what was it? Were they tan? I guess. Huh? They were tan Nazis.
Like
Billy Bob
bros.
Thornton was in it.
Was he?
Yeah.
Really?
It was really
Real
bad.
Really shitty, like
Yeah.
a trauma movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a trauma
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, I love
Those
Toxic
dudes,
Adventure. Yeah,
they
I
made
like
those.
that shit. Yeah,
Well, then you'd probably like it.
really.
Yeah, if you like Toxic Avenger, it's the same.
I mean, I did
production
when I was a
company.
kid. You know, I also like
Yeah.
Bill and Ted. I saw a preview for the new Bill and Ted, and I'm like, did I really like this shit?
Oh, I watched the first one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look-
I dug it again.
Back then.
I dug it now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I like history, so.
You're a little immature.
Aw,
So crazy.
Aw,
just play.
yeah. It's so
you
great.
are pretty immature.
Yes!
I'd go see it at the.
You like D&D all the time, and
That's
you
kind of an
relate
adult thing.
everything to D&D.
Hey, there's like a Hollywood. There's like a Hollywood actor group of D&D I saw
Yeah,
on YouTube. the
Joe
other day.
Manganiello runs it.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of like Hollywood people who.
He's from Pittsburgh too.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pittsburgh Fighter won last night. I can't
Really?
remember his name. Yeah. But on UFC, a Pittsburgh Fighter won in the preliminaries.
Nice.
He was an underdog too.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
Oh, the Dustin Poirier Dan Hooker fight last night was fucking phenomenal. It's
Was
like
it?
fight of
I
the
haven't
year.
seen it.
Yes, ridiculous. These dudes. I mean, it was like a video game. They
Boom, boom, boom.
beat the shit out of each other's heads. It was crazy, fucking crazy.
Poirier
Are
won.
they on that
Yeah.
Fight Island? Is that
Not yet,
No.
not yet. I think that starts after the first week of July.
Yeah.
I think something like that.
After
Yeah.
the fourth.
Yeah, like July 11th and on. I think is Fight Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy shit, huh? Anything ever happen with that dust storm?
it's still
Anyway,
coming?
It's still coming.
It's
still
yeah,
coming.
It's in
moving
Houston
slow.
last
Yeah.
night.
Yes.
Yeah, I was hoping there'd be some wicked ass sunsets.
I was
Supposedly-
hoping there'd be like fucking riding
out.
barbarians riding with it coming.
on
What is-
winged steeds
What is this about?
with their swords
Yes.
up.
I think they get, I think they get like anxiety ridden,
Like something that
and
you
then
would
they get-
paint on the side of a van.
Yeah, like it's weird.
Because
Like a
listen,
Frank Frazetta photo.
yes.
And you call
Frank
us
Frazetta.
Yeah.
Well, I know artworks.
Oh, whatever. It's just
Yeah.
projecting. You're just mad because
Yeah.
you didn't say it first.
I don't like the minutia of.
You don't like
goblins.
Conan?
Well, yeah, when I was a kid, I had Conan comics.
You know what else you liked when you were a kid? Kiss.
Kiss. I do still like Kiss.
No shit.
So why don't you like Conan?
Yeah, Conan, I'm going to say, is way better than Kiss.
You just went
Conan-
full gay.
They can't play. Conan doesn't play instruments.
He plays a
What
sword
do you mean? That is an instrument of death.
and broads.
The demon has an axe bass. He can play music and kill you.
I'll put Conan up against the demon any
Any
day.
day.
Any day of the
any
week.
day.
But
Yeah.
then the Catman and the Spaceman.
I'll put Conan's wizard, the Asian wizard, what was his name, against anybody in that band. The Star Child versus the wizard.
I'll put Subotai against Kiss. Thief and Archer.
The Thief and Archer, dude.
I would put
that's
him
what
against Kiss.
Fuck yes, I see a team battle coming up. I wish we had an animation studio. We would.
Throw in Beastmaster with Kodo and Podo.
Oh my God.
He would play his ferrets
Yep.
like nunchucks
Yeah.
Those are
against
cool
the drummer.
ferrets.
Who's the drummer?
Peter
That's who
Criss?
Catman.
The Batman. Yes, the Catman would have to fight the.
Batman. He said
would-
Batman.
Batman's the drummer.
Catman.
Eric Carr was the fox. He was the other
No,
drummer.
nobody knows that.
Well, there's two more guys in
The
Kiss.
dude was a fox.
He was a fox.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Did he
That
have
was
whiskers?
That was
Well,
his
no.
spirit
Eric Carr.
creature.
He
Eric
had
Carr
like-
was the drummer.
Yeah, yeah. yeah.
Was there a dolphin?
He was the chicken first.
What?
It was horrible. He
In
was
my
the chicken.
idea of Kiss, there's a keyboard player who's the dolphin.
I like your version.
Or
better.
Aquaman.
You guys are mean.
The drummer would be the octopus, not a cat.
Yeah.
No?
He grew up in Brooklyn and he was a tough guy. So he had 9 lives. That's his.
That's fucking
That's a
stupid.
reach. That is
That's
a
what
reach.
he's-
I didn't know where it
That's
was
a hard
going,
ass
but
story.
that's a reach.
That's
a
why he
hard-ass
picked
story.
the cat.
That was
That
fucking
sounds like
stupid. Then he's obviously stupid.
He is pretty dumb. His book. Oh my God.
Is it a picture book?
He wrote a book and like he just got his friend to actually write it. He
I was going to say.
told stories.
That's like Donald Trump wrote
yeah,
books.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous how not smart he is.
Not a smart guy.
No.
That's how Paul and Gene talked him into
Looked up.
putting on that makeup.
Right. They're like, fuck
They're like,
you.
no, I get it, dude. You're the cat.
Yeah, we got
Because you got 9 lives. And he's like,
Well, this badass man.
yeah, I'm the cat, man. Hey.
Weren't 2 of them from space?
Well, the spaceman was from space.
Yeah, but was
That's
there
the one with the
another
chest pubes,
Star
right?
The Star Child. The Star
Yeah,
Child,
he's
I
the chest
assumed, was
pubes.
also from space.
if
I
we
wondered.
ever-
I just wondered if they cut a ride down on the same ship.
If we ever make
If
a
they-
Kiss cover band, I'm going to be the turtle.
There were 2 from space, though.
Yeah, there was. I think the Star Child, what
Star
it
Child
started
in it?
out
Yeah.
with, was different, and it narrowed it down and just made it nice and simple. Star Child. It used to be Brown Starfish Child, and then they tried to whittle it down once they saw the chest pubes.
So
just
immature. Gotta bring
It's
up
like a
buttholes.
butterfly.
Like an alien was looking in the
Right.
mirror at his butthole. And it went,
Let me put that on your face.
and he aimed it at Earth. And that's
It's like an
on
old
film.
person's diarrhea.
Oh, no, that's more like a splatter gun.
Yeah.
It's the diarrhealizer from Moonbeam City.
These old timers use bird shot. It's like,
Next time you see one of those old timers, just make a Kiss joke in your head. Just be like, Star Child.
They might have been Kiss fans.
You got
I doubt it.
You got to find coping skills to help you.
it's
Help
you know what they're all a
navigate
fan
around
on?
this.
Or a
Lawrence
fan
Welk.
of, and I am too now because it fucking is pounded into my
Crystal
head.
Gale.
Golden Girls.
Oh.
It's on like
yeah.
every TV in there, man. The fucking song's on every day. It gets stuck in my head.
Is that
Yeah.
the thank you for being a friend?
Dun, 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 travel down the road and back again.
Your heart is true.
You're a pal and a confidant.
How do we all know
And
that?
if you're through a party,
He knows the whole
Do,
word.
do, do, do.
invited everyone you knew. You would see the biggest gift would be from me,
Whoa.
and the card attached would say, "Thank you for being a friend."
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so which of the Golden Girls are we?
Oh, God.
Oh shit!
Oh man,
I'm the little short one with the glasses.
You
Sophia,
definitely
yeah.
are.
The
You
sassy
de-
grandma.
Yeah.
Yes, you
That's
definitely
me.
are. She's way too horny. She always makes like the inappropriate jokes. Definitely.
I thought that was the red-haired one.
No, that was the hot.
Oh yeah, Blanche.
Blanche
Yeah.
was the hot one.
Who's Blanche?
Am I Blanche? Ooh,
No,
Southern
no,
girl?
he's Maud.
can
I
be
thought I'd
be
be
Arthur,
Maud.
I
be
thought I'd
Arthur,
be
be Arthur.
So this is your mom. You're B. Arthur. Oh my God. All right, so then that leaves who?
Betty White.
The whore and Betty White.
Right. Well,
I
think we
I
kind of
think- I
know
think
what
I'm-
that is.
Yeah, I think I'm Betty White.
Yeah.
I'm definitely.
You're Blanche.
You're red hair.
I'm Blanche
And
the
you're
Nothing
slut.
wrong with
Yeah,
being Blanche.
the
Southern
Southern
Belle.
slut.
I'm the slut.
Nothing wrong with being Blanche.
That's true. That's true. Blanche
She was a
got-
vital part of the show.
Yep,
She was. She
Blanche
was.
She knew who she was.
And she was Teflon too. Those bitches went at her all the time. I hear
Always.
it.
They
I
did.
hear it. They
tried.
did go at her.
They
She
were
was-
jealous.
She was Teflon.
Yeah.
She had a fucking heart of gold and a pussy with wings.
Yeah, she did.
It's like Conan
If
riding.
I had a pussy, I would want mine to have wings.
Yeah.
And to be at her age out there flinging it around.
Knocking boots.
She always had some doctor or something
Yeah.
she was bringing around.
She did a lot for older ladies, man.
So
gave 'em confidence.
THC would be, what's her name?
Ma.
Sophia.
Sophia.
Sophia, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'd be Uncle Meat's mom because Uncle Meat is B. Arthur.
He's got the robe.
And Rickety would be Betty White, who is, what's her character? What's our, no, what?
What's her name on there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
God
know.
damn it. We'll get it. We'll get it.
We'll get
And
it.
then Blanche. I'm Blanche, the whore. Hooer.
Hooer. Yeah.
Hooer.
The
Man,
hooer.
I'm glad we came to that conclusion this week.
we figured something out.
That's going to help me out throughout the week whenever because I got to see it like 5 times a week, you know?
No, you get to act. You can tell the old people, that's me.
I'm like, that's my friend. That's my friend. Then they're, you know, and then they turn to me and go, I know my mom's coming to get me in an hour.
Maybe you should start the little group session among them. Which one of the Golden Girls would they be?
Oh, yeah. No, they don't get to be us. I'm making them like the fashion designer friend.
The
I'm
bit
making-
actors.
They're all the ancillary characters. They're
Rose and Dorothy.
Rose and Dorothy. Yes. Okay. Blanche, Sophia, Dorothy, and Rose. Wow. We win again.
Thank you for listening.
Hey, one more reason for my ego to never return. Yeah. Wow. What a great idea.
Who wants a hit of this weed?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
I do. I'll take it. So, picture this, if you will.
Picture.
Antarctica melts.
Yep.
The world turns into chaos. The 4 of us, dressed as the Golden Girls, riding steeds,
Majestic steeds.
majestic
through the streets
steeds
of Johnstown.
with a scythe and a sword.
With the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, which one would you be?
We already figured out Blanche. The Golden Girls
The
are the
sexy
4.
horseman.
Yeah, somebody needs to paint that.
Well, listen, the 4 horsemen could decide to look like whatever they want.
I think you're right.
I say they look like the Golden Girls.
Why?
Yeah.
You need to paint that.
I'm carrying 2 blades, katanas on the back,
Yeah.
2 in the front, 2 in the front.
Mhm. And wearing an apron.
Because you just baked some cookies.
It should be like rolling pin. And mace.
Dual rolling
Rolling
pins.
pins.
Sorry, you don't get to choose your weapon.
with nails in them, like a bat.
Yes.
Oh, like
Got
a shitty
you.
club.
Yeah.
I got a wig as a shield, and maybe a massengill or something. I don't know, or like a
Like
A douche whip.
douche whip, a fucking colonic bag, or
some girly jammies or something.
a colostomy bag,
Like a net. Oh,
toilet scrubber.
no.
My
Blanche
shit's-
didn't clean.
Well, I mean, I got to tie it into my life.
Oh. Yeah, it could be a toilet
You know what I
scrubber.
mean? That's the thing. We got to tie it in.
Toilet scrubber and bowl cleaner, or scrub and bubble can. You spray scrub and bubbles at them.
There's some point in the fight where it's like, I can't reach him. Use your scrubbing bubbles.
And all these little bubble guys go out and attack them.
I believe that shit growing up, man.
See, it's got to be a mixture of, of all of it. It can't just be.
Okay, then he can't have his katanas.
No, he
No,
wouldn't
no,
have
no,
katanas.
no.
He would have kipper.
Just 2 fish.
Dude, I saw a gull eat a rat.
A gull, eat a rat. Yeah.
He just
It
landed.
wasn't me.
I don't eat rat.
It was gross how it like took 4 Like it grabbed it, picked it up, shook it into its head a little bit, and then had to do it again. And like by the third gulp, it had the whole thing.
Yeah, because I would imagine that rat is not going down without a fight.
Yeah.
Rats are scrappy.
Yeah. It was gross.
They're like clawing and.
Where'd you see that?
On the nature show.
Oh.
I don't know. Top 10
Any-
fiercest birds or something.
Speaking of nature shows, any new train tracks? Any new train track stories or anything?
Or Thailand video cams?
That's all like nothing going
nothing.
There's
They're all still on
nobody's
lockdown.
partying. They're not
Nothing.
back to green over there
No,
and
it's dark
hand job?
streets.
Wow.
That's a shame.
Think of all those poor prostitutes who have no way to pay.
Yeah, what are they doing now?
Ooh.
They sure aren't zooming it.
Their
No.
property values aren't getting any better.
No. But see,
That was a
I
nice-
feel
But they're
like
just
that was a nice way
riding
to
it,
say something
because as
else.
soon as things open back up, that's going to be one of the first places
Oh,
that
yeah.
blows up.
A lot of
people want to bang.
there's going to be a lot of blowing up over there. There's gonna be a lot of clogged drains on the way over there.
Yeah.
Pass this down there,
Them,
good sir. You got a lighter?
No. What else we got? Yeah. So this is episode 74.
Is it?
June 28th. June
June
20th.
28th.
June is fucking gone already.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no shit, man.
I feel like we've been locked down and it made time go so fast.
Did. Maybe it
Maybe there's
did.
some kind of
Maybe we're
event.
trying to fast forward.
They could be. Did you ever think that maybe this locking everything down is just some way of world elites just concluding that, yeah, global warming is real, and if we could just shut these motherfuckers down for a little while without telling them, we don't have to lose out money, we don't scare anybody, they don't change, they don't stop buying shit.
Elon Musk says we're done.
He thinks this is it, huh?
He knows for a fact we're done.
Oh, really?
We are done. As
He did the
as humans.
calculations.
Yes, he's done the calculations. We're done. Our only solution is outer space.
Yeah.
That's Elon Musk's theory.
But he's still
Like,
tweeting, too.
yeah, but I mean, his theory is we've exhausted our resources. At most, we have one more generation in us. After this one, which is very, very dismal future. But yeah, he thinks we're pretty much done.
Well, I would almost agree with him, especially in the times. But when you look back and see that these in the year 536 or 538, oh, jeez.
You got little tickles back
Yeah.
there.
When you look back and you see that in like the year 538 or 536 or something like that, the sun, because of volcanic eruptions, the sun only came out for 4 months or something that year.
Wow, yeah, and all the
And
plates.
everything was through a cloud.
Famine.
And most vegetation didn't
Yeah.
grow. And most things fucking died off. And then
The
yet
world getting pissed.
we're here being the Golden Girls. Mm-hmm. I kind of think we'll endure. I mean, maybe we won't. Maybe America won't. You know? Maybe the internet and all this shit won't. Maybe that's why we never get to make the simulations.
Humans are adaptable. That's how we've come this far.
That's how we had sex with Neanderthals. Nobody else would fuck Neanderthals.
Nope.
Humans were like, I'll fuck a Neanderthal.
Blanche would.
She's thick. Blanche would fuck a Denovian, a Neanderthal, Australopithecus. Somebody had to fuck those little people from the natives of Australia.
Straighten up.
I thought you were going to say hobbits.
Somebody had to fuck the hobbit.
Yeah, they weren't they in like Indonesia, like the little short 4 foot.
Yeah, those little tiny little people. Somebody had to bang them. Shit, Blanche. This looks like a job for the Blanche horseman. My liege.
With your southern
My
accent.
liege, I will bang my way through the Indonesia. That's my haplogroup. I banged all the way up.
With turgid cock to
They
go.
do say
You got to
red-
make kids.
They do say Reds came from like Iran.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
like
what-
like in the middle, like that hotbed of that cradle of civilization is
where
when the red
the-
mutation
meteor
came.
hit
Mutation.
there? In
No, I
Space Cats came
I
out?
think it was alien.
think it was a Blanche haplogroup bang fest, and they just fucking just started banging any species of bipedal creature or quadrupedal creature, whatever.
Let's not be.
4's better than 2.
There's some weird looking redheaded horses out there.
Just goat.
Yeah. No, what's crazy is that they do find like these elongated skulls.
Yeah.
you know, all over the world, and they think most of them are from mutilating a baby's head. You know, while it's
Rings,
soft, you put
yeah.
rings around it and shit like that. But there is this pack of them that were found in Peru, and they had red hair.
Yeah.
which is fucking creepy
I read
because
that
they think the origins, like of the hair, they know that the origins comes from this one spot in the world, you know, in the Middle East.
So how'd they get over
And
there?
then it was mostly like these Africans. Well, actually, all over the world they had some head mutilation, but it was very typical for like that Egypt, Africa, you know, African migrations. So it's just weird how there are these redhead people in South America, Peru.
that have that.
So the Reds might have had the elongated head, and we just thought they were putting rings and shit on
Well,
the heads
they
of the rest of the world. Is that
they
what you're
kind of
saying?
do. A direct reflection of that is Rocky Dennis over here.
No. Now that motherfucker had an irregular shaped head.
No doubt, no rings involved.
No. Just
Couldn't make
Jesus.
one that big.
It was more like stuck in an elevator door.
It was stuck in an ancient alien spaceship.
As a child, his head got stuck in that fucking spaceship door.
Kept banging.
It just kept closing on him.
IQ 180.
120. 110. Do we hear 100?
Parents show up.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Oh, yeah. Have you watched the Witcher Netflix show?
Yes.
I
I
just
love
started
The Witcher.
watching it, and I was
Woo.
like, fuck, man, this is good.
It's
Surprisingly good.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
it does
Where are you
not.
at? Where are you at?
I'm only on episode 3.
Oh, you got some treats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
fucking
I'm
good. Me and
excited.
Rasha watched that the whole. It was nuts.
Yeah, it's
I should
really
watch
good
that
so
again.
far.
It is good. It's
Yeah,
been.
it's
That's
good enough to watch
swords and
twice.
shit
Yeah.
and magic.
It's from the video game, dude.
Yeah.
But
Like
it's
the Witcher
actually,
video
it's
game?
actually, it was actually done well, though.
Oh yeah. Like you start off like thinking it's gonna be like a Marvel movie or something like that, but it is not. It is dark. It's good. Very good.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The Witcher on Netflix. That's the. It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the watch pick for the week.
Absolutely.
What else? Anybody got
Oh.
any music picks? Any new music picks?
What's your music pick there, Dorothy?
The Benny Goodman trio, Hot Time Saturday Night, I think. It's from 1942.
So
Ooh.
you've probably heard that working in the nursing.
I do hear a lot of old shit that sounds cool. Like what I hear that sounds cool is like popular songs you've heard a million times because they've been remade. But you hear them from like that old vaudeville sounding time. Alright, fella.
Are you looking at me, fella?
Yeah, a lot of fella. Daddy-o. A lot of daddy-o. It's just some old shit.
Daddy.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's cool. You know, it is definitely like a time machine. You know, anything you remember from being a kid around what the old timers like then, like it's a lot of that shit. You know, like it. Oh, our virus threat protection is up
That
to
was
date.
that was your computer saying, "Wrap it up, B.
Going down a bad road, dog.
Wrap it up."
And so what's up? What anybody? Any new experiences this week?
I don't think so. Wait, was
You
there?
watch anything really cool?
Oh yeah, I went to yesterday morning. Me and Juicy and a couple of his people.
We're talking about the Hobbits.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah,
Go
a
ahead.
couple of their people. We went to the gun shop, the large gun shop in Clearfield.
Nice.
Went there. We got there at like 9 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah. Was there a line?
No line, but
Some Patriots?
it was full, all full. Oh
No
yeah,
shit.
I have a picture.
Yeah, people are really into guns right now. Everybody,
Yeah, everybody was walking out of there with ammo.
it's so
there was-
awesome how during a pandemic, there is some kind of corporation or group that can just fucking benefit like astronomically. That is
Right.
one good thing capitalism's good for. If
Yeah.
you are the darkest motherfucker in times of darkness, that's when you make money. You know, that's crazy. That's how Trump
Absolutely.
got. That's how Trump got his start in New York. When nobody wanted anything to do with New York, and he got them to give him like these crazy fucking tax liens, and then hung around with some really shady people with money to invest. And
Yeah,
boom.
do you watch that Cohen documentary?
Which one?
It was something about, is it Ed Cohen? Or
Ed Cohen.
One of the
Cohen,
Go ahead.
Yeah.
His lawyer?
He was like, yeah, his lawyer. He was his lawyer, but he was also his mentor.
Oh, that really shady
yeah.
dude. From
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. And you can see like characteristic traits.
Yeah,
coming.
you were
See
saying
where he
that.
got it from.
You were saying
That's where
that.
he got.
Yeah.
It's obvious. You know, it's really transparent. That's the beautiful thing. That is what is correct. Is that motherfucker is what he is. What you see is
What you get.
What he is.
WYSIWYG.
according to everybody. I mean, even the people who come out and turn against him, or the people on his side, they're like, "Yeah, he is what he is, man." Like,
You knew what
Yep.
you were getting into.
yep,
We're standing by him. We elected him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes you think, like, if we just played along like he's the drunk uncle, and if everybody was just like, "Yeah, you're the coolest. You're the coolest." You know what the coolest would do? Make sure everybody can go to the hospital if they want to.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what would be dope? You would be the best uncle ever if everybody made enough money to pay the rent. You know what I mean? Like if you had, you know.
I made that point and somebody laughed at me.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably me.
No, I was like, you know what he should have came out and said, instead of $1,200 whatever, if anybody is sick with COVID, we'll be covered.
Boom! Holy shit! How
so
about
go
that?
get yourself tested. Let it not be a worry.
Yes.
Let it not be a racial issue.
Yes.
Let it not be a cultural issue. Anything. Anybody, if you feel sick, go to the
Yeah,
hospital.
and
get
even
tested.
if you got to take a number,
yeah, and
you will be in.
Yes, and
you
every-
will get your test.
Yeah, and everybody would support that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'd put that down to an American vote. I'm sure you'd probably get it.
Oh, you wouldn't even
Absolutely.
need it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even need it. Public opinion. You know, everybody
Yeah.
would be like, "All right, yeah, that makes sense."
Yeah.
You know, other than there's plenty of tests out there. Where do I go to get a test? How much does it cost? Wait, there's different levels of tests. So does it cost more for the one to where they don't rape me in the mouth? That one where they make you gag, or the one where they
Rape in the
fucking
face.
Shove it in your nose.
donkey rape your nose?
Yeah.
They do with those. They shove it
They
all the way to
stuck
the
it,
back of your
yeah.
brain, man.
Supposedly it doesn't hurt. You just feel
No.
pressure.
No, I that would probably be nice because I'm stuffy all the time. Maybe we clean some stuff out.
They'll fucking pull it out and a sock will be stuck.
Like a sink
Some
drain.
poop particles
dryer
from
sheet.
sniffing seats.
You better go with a couple first and then take
You've
your test.
you've got some clogged fart particles up there.
Oh, got some
you
work.
can't
You
get
got
rid
some
of.
work to do.
I've got like a whole
You're
adult
gonna have
diaper
to-
up there. It's fucking got through one time. Like a vacuum, and you get a sock, and you're like, "Fuck it, I'll just."
Oh
wear it."
man, you were messaging me and I was laughing my ass off about how fucking it stunk there.
Oh yeah. Oh hey, if it's good for one thing, it's for me to fucking walk around and tell jokes to myself.
Oh man.
Which, by the way, if you know me, know that was part of my plan. This is because I believe in our community so much and the support that we get from the 5 people who listen to this, that they are going to tell a friend, or they're going to let them know that we are at least, if not anything, reliable.
I tried to in that article from the Tribune that I was talking to people on. I tried to get one of them to get on the podcast to talk
Yes.
about the stuff.
Did you?
Yeah,
Awesome.
I did. They said that. I didn't say they would or not.
We need to set up a. Never mind. I got it. I'm gonna just. Yep, I got it.
You got it?
No, I was thinking. Fucking everybody's on Zoom, and Zoom is free.
That's
Why
exactly what I was thinking.
Why aren't we using it? But then again, we don't use faces, but we could just use the sound.
Yeah. You don't have to do video calls. You
Yeah,
can
we
do it.
talked about, to anyone listening, or anyone who cares, we talked about faces again this week. Like, should we fucking put a camera? Like, who wants to see this old shit show?
Yeah.
You know, like, so then it was like, oh, I had all kinds of like animation ideas and shit like that, but there's just no time. Like, there's toilets to be cleaned. Dog.
Right.
You know, this COVID is spreading like crazy. I got to keep these people safe.
You do?
So there's no time for that. So then we're thinking, well, we don't have the technical abilities for it. So why not just keep it audio? I know there are podcasts I listen to on YouTube that are just audio.
Oh, all the time. All the time.
I actually prefer that because you can go do other shit.
Yeah, you don't
You
have
know?
to sit there and watch. And
Right.
Yeah. I get it.
So I say we're sticking by our guns.
Standing pat.
We're standing by
Standing
our
pat.
guns. All right.
Never
Anyway,
kick us
what
off
was
these
the-
heels.
What was the what?
So listen, Red Sonja.
Oh.
All right. Tell me you don't want the apocalypse to happen.
Bridget Nielsen?
Yeah.
Was it Bridget Nielsen?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Damn, she was fine in the day. Like 6 foot broad.
That's what I'm saying, dude. We get Red Sonja. Antarctica keeps melting. We
Red
could find-
Sonja will whoop anybody in Kiss.
No doubt. She's hotter than everybody in Kiss.
Well, I
And,
would hope so.
And
Number two,
other shit you watched, like Boy George. I forgot who else you said was super hot, like Vince McMahon.
Vince
McMahon. Sebastian Bach.
In the I Remember You video. Come on now. The first time you
Don't
saw
start singing Ricky Was a Young Boy.
Ricky was a young. Oh, that's how it goes. That's 18 in
18 in
life.
life.
Can you guys sing a little bit of it to help me remember? I don't remember.
He knows the words.
Which one? I know.
Which one?
Sing it, Rick. I know you know.
What song?
Ricky song.
Ricky was a young boy. He had a heart of stone. Lived 9 to 5, and he worked his fingers to the bone.
It's horrible.
Barely out of school. Came from the edge of town. Fought like a switchblade, so no one could take him down.
Wow. I don't know. Then
He had no money, no good at home. Walked the streets, the soldier, and he fought the world alone, and now it's
18 in life.
You got it.
You got it.
He was no good at home. Is
He
that what it
wasn't-
said?
Yeah.
Well, he was probably like put upon and discounted. And he didn't have a high self.
He just wanted to rock,
And
Yeah.
switchblade.
Walk down like
drink a Pepsi, and
Rockin'.
have headphones on in his room.
Grow his hair out.
Yeah. And they're like, get back on your paper route, Ricky. And he's like, nope.
Nope.
Van Halen's on.
I want to rock. Like the Twisted Sister video.
So, yeah, here's what we got to do. We need to set up an Us Guys podcast Zoom or Skype, probably Zoom. And then we can just have people call into it, man. Sunday morning, it's easy enough. Like, hey, Sunday morning, you're not doing anything, call.
They're at church.
And you'll get on. You know, anyone who's listening, just do a little something to hear yourself. You know, hit us
Good
up.
idea.
If you want to, if there's a way to record the video or something, you could send it to usguyspodcast@gmail.com or hit us up through the YouTube channel. Some way to get a hold of us. And if I get audio input, I'll just put it on, man. Where should we put it?
What do you mean?
Say we get one response this week, and it's somebody saying, I know I do. Maybe it's a bird. Maybe if there's a bird saying, I know I do. And let's say they send it in. Should it be at the beginning
Like
or
your crow.
middle or the end? Or
I don't
should they
know.
get 3 shots?
This
Oh, we could sell shots. Oh. Whatever. Yeah, like you send us a bag of ham, and we'll play whatever you send
he's
as a
free
recorded thing.
associating.
Yeah. At the beginning, at the middle, and at the end. It'll be good.
a bag of ham.
Bag of ham, or whatever it is. Whatever you want to do.
He's trying to get lunch money. Lunch.
Send
Trying to save lunch
him
money.
free lunch.
I'm trying to get an interaction.
What would you like
I'm
to
trying to
be
get-
Daz to eat at lunch at his job?
Oh, shit.
Send him
Oh, yeah.
some sardines.
No,
or some
here's the thing. I'm trying to lay off the sodium. So let's keep it low
low
sodium.
salt. There we go. Gluten free.
I want it to have no taste.
Anything in the Bean family will work for him.
Right, he likes beans.
No, I'm trying to get my piece of rest. I went hard on the pizzas this weekend. That's how I was attaining majesty, and that's how I was strutting my stuff, basically.
He was
Pizza?
presenting
Friday at work.
his farts.
Yeah, no, not pizza, but calzones. I got a couple calzones, and turns out those are real cheese in there. So when one's in the octagon getting continually pounded in the olfactories, one tends to want to fight back. If you're a competitor, I don't do it for the money. I'm a competitor. So what I do is I'm like, you know what? Fuck these dudes. My O piece is rested up. I'm going to eat some cheese, and I'm going to go in there and fire back on Greta. Greta's laying in the bed, and she's like, I know this game. Can you help me? And I'm like, oh, fuck. They're trying to trick me into smelling them. I know what they're doing. So it's like, can you get my remote? Can you hand me that lotion? They know that there are rules, and I'm not going to touch them because we already made it clear. I'm like, look, I'm cleaning. I got gloves on. I don't want to pass anything to you. So it's, can you get my remote? Can you get my glass watcher? Which I'm touching.
Yeah.
And now that I think about it, I'm still passing it up. But we all have the same biome.
Yeah, you guys are all sort of safe. until-
So you fart on them.
So I eat cheese so that when I go in that room, I can lay down kind of like
A defense barrier.
defensive attack. It's like putting your palms up in Muay Thai.
It's like a skunk. Don't come near me.
The Mysterio.
Yes, it is like a skunk. Yes. You know, but to me, I think it improves my vision. It's like
It's a cloud that you
It
can see
worsens
people
their
in.
vision.
it's a flashbang in essence. I throw a flashbang in, and then I come in. I'm cleaning your room, all right? Well, it's a familiar
Charging
odor.
with the cloud of shit. Did anybody ever say anything?
It's like walking into a gorilla cage in somebody's rooms, man. I get intimidated. Like they're. No, I think it's fucked up that we all share the same biome. Like, whatever shit is living on my skin is the same stuff that's living on hospice patients. Basically.
Yeah.
Oh, crikey.
Crikey.
Do they notice your fart smell?
I would say not. I would say not. No, some of these people are OGs.
Do
Like
they notice the
roll-
flashbang? Do they notice any of it at all? Or is it
It's
just
all
in
it's
your
all
head?
for me, dude. It's all for me. I'm the one who's gonna lose this fight.
You want to fart?
Let's face it,
and
I'm the
smell your fart is what you're doing because you know they can't smell it. So you're just doing it so you can smell it because it affects them not at all.
I'm sure that's
I'd
a
rather
Japanese
smell
game
my
show.
stink.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
I
Fart
think
battle.
of it more as like
Fart
there's a
battle.
chi level in the room, and their chi is like 90% when I walk in, and it's a body blow. So what I try to do is Hayuken and put some of my energy in the room. So I think of it as like sending a healthier biome into their room because I
Your farts?
eat tuna and pineapple.
That's got to be healthy farts, huh?
And seeds.
Seeds.
They're peculiar farts.
They're peculiar.
They're independent smelling. They smell like indie labels. type shit.
They're hipster farts.
They smell like Greyhound, like not like everybody else who rides the train.
Hipster
or
Like an old bookstore.
Rich mahogany.
an old
leather-bound
bookstore's
books.
foyer, like where a bum might piss every once in a while.
Pissy foyer. That's so gross. Oh, the smell of that.
Yeah, I watched some disturbing shit this week.
What it was?
What the fuck's it called? Athlete A. About that fucking the pervert doctor in the USA
Oh,
Gymnastics.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then how USA Gymnastics was run by these fucking cutthroat, like night managers at a fast food joint. type
Really?
Personalities, yeah. Except for the one couple that made the U.S. team actually good was from Romania. But when it was Eastern Bloc, Cold War, so they were like, they'd beat the shit out of these girls, crush their egos. Just
beat 'em
like
down.
Stockholm syndrome, these motherfuckers, you know, like make them to where like, yeah, I don't know, I feel like I was tortured, but it was a team, and
Wow.
you know, just kind of like, and then on top of that, while they're in that situation, this doctor's finger banging them all, like finger raping them, crazy, no gloves, just fucking, ugh.
Going to town.
Yeah, but the good thing is he got like 2 60-year sentences, and I guarantee you in prison he's not having a good time.
No. Hopefully not.
No.
Should
No.
kill him.
So I watched that, which was,
Pretty.
angry making.
Mm-hmm.
And then to offset that, I watched Behind the Candelabra,
On Liberace.
which is Michael Douglas and not Ben Affleck,
The other guy. Yeah, I know who you
Matt
mean.
Damon.
Matt Damon.
Really?
Is
For
his
real?
lover.
Matt Damon
yeah.
and Michael Douglas. Michael Douglas is a fucking savage. Like, you remember when you saw Falling Down and you're like, man, Michael Douglas is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Watch him play Liberace, man. It is
Really?
fucking crazy.
So
And-
you recommend it?
That movie is so disturbing. There's so much, like for instance, I watched Doubt, the movie Doubt with Michael Seymour Hoffman, Philip Seymour Hoffman as the, and not Pam Grier, but oh man,
The other Pam Grier.
no, the
Rosie
lady.
Greer.
The lady?
Nope, no, never mind. I ruined it.
What
Did
is
you
it?
say Rosie Greer?
What's the lady?
It's a football player.
Yeah, I thought
The female actress, older white lady who's really respected.
Katharine Hepburn,
No.
Faye Dunaway,
No, the current, but she's old now.
Winona
Meryl
Ryder.
Streep. Meryl Streep.
Meryl
Streep.
Streep. It was Meryl Streep and Seymour Hoffman.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, and it's called Doubt, and it is fucking dark. But my point being, like, you could sit through that.
He's
really,
a priest and she's a nun.
Yes, and it's crazy, man, very crazy. But anyway, the that movie is so dark, but so fun to make fun of while you're watching it. If you know, but if you watch Behind the Candelabra, it's so overwhelmingly crazy. Like you're just in shock the whole
Didn't
time.
he make that guy get plastic surgery
Yes,
to look like
to
him?
look like him.
His like,
Liberace.
little concubine fellow?
Liberace grabs up Matt Damon when he's just like 18 and then fucking convinces him to get like face surgery to look like him.
Yeah.
So he wanted to bang himself?
He wanted to adopt him and make him his son. It was just I mean, dude, it goes and goes and goes and goes the whole time. Just like these guys make the Tiger Island guys look like nothing, or Tiger King.
Yeah.
Like as far as like next level debauchery.
Oh, no.
They're wearing like these pimp ass full oversized mink coats, and they go into this jerk off booth. And Matt Damon falls on the floor in the jerk off booth wearing a big fur coat and then throws up all over himself. It's just like, wow, what a fucking scene.
There's
Wow, I
there's
gotta
nothing in what you were saying that I could predict what the next thing would be.
Yeah.
Exactly. The movie
And
is
the way you described
off
it,
the
I could not
charts.
predict what the next thing you were going to say was going to be.
It is, I
Period.
mean,
And the fact that those two big names would do it.
not only that, there's some beasts in it, like fucking Scott Bakula from Quantum Leap. Oh my God! Wait till you see this motherfucker. And Dan Aykroyd.
Shit.
Wait till you see. I'm telling you, it's worth it. It is the craziest movie. It is like Clockwork Orange.
Really?
Like when you
Holy
saw
shit.
when I saw
Yeah, you were
Clockwork
like,
Orange,
holy
I was
fuck.
like, wow, this is some dark shit. You know?
Yeah.
This movie is fucking crazy.
What's it called?
Behind the Candelabra.
Behind the Candelabra.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Michael Douglas is. There's a scene where he's in the bathroom. I can show you guys the picture because I sent it to. I saved it. I saved the screenshot of it, and it's Michael Douglas in the bathroom. All right, with as Liberace, without his hairpiece, and Michael Douglas fucking kills it. It is just nuts. Let them see it before the phone or touch it or something. So just don't let it. It's Michael Douglas in a towel in the bathroom, and it's Liberace. He's playing Liberace without a wig. And it is fucking gorgeous because the whole scene is just so and they do shit in this movie, like they put sounds in the background of like cicadas. You know what I mean? And it's like they're outside. There could totally be cicadas, but nobody would leave those fucking cicadas in or put them in, which is worst case. And it's just so tense.
Cringy.
It's my God. Or that scene when Michael Douglas is in a bathroom and he's wearing a towel and he's got this awesome look going on, like with the facial surgery, but no makeup to look like he has no makeup, and then his hair, all of it. It's awesome. Awesome. And then he looks at the camera and he's just as confident as you've ever seen. You know what I mean? Like just woo-wee. It's Clockwork Orange level. It's fucking
we'll have
crazy.
to check that out.
Good shit.
Sure.
I wonder who did the music for it. Like,
I don't know.
I've noticed Trent Reznor does a
Yeah.
lot.
Oh, yeah?
He won.
Like usually,
he
if
won
you-
an Oscar for
Yeah,
his.
usually if you
composing.
notice like something, it's usually something something
Oh,
you know.
dude,
Or Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
I just watched it like
Yep,
day
he's
before
good, too.
yesterday, so
Yeah, I'll have to check that out for
I'm
sure.
still like not able to get over it. Like, but my point was like, you watch a movie like Doubt, which is dark and it's all bad, but you know what's coming, so you
Yeah.
can joke about it.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But to where this movie, the whole time you're just like, what? No, that. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! And then you see the actors that are doing it and their performances. It's crazy, and it's supposedly all based off real shit.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It was pretty accurate.
Wow.
Women loved Liberace though.
It was nuts. It was nuts how much money he was getting.
Yeah.
Wow, it was just so fucking crazy.
Because he played a piano.
And all he did was play piano, but he just made it into some other shit, I guess. Like, I don't know, man, but like people would dress up and
like that garishness.
It was like church.
Yeah,
it was like a cult of personality.
Right.
You know, it was nuts.
Corey Glover.
Living Color.
Living Color, yeah.
Andre Reed. No.
There was a Reed, something. Yeah, but I can't remember.
Vernon Reed.
Vernon Reed, yeah. Remember I had that poster on my wall? I had some shitty posters on my wall, didn't I? You're the only one here that would know that. Like, I know that not when we start thinking about, like, you know,
did. I
Kiss.
I had some pictures of some, I thought. Didn't? Or
Did
you
you?
had pictures within the background.
Maybe I do somewhere and I forgot. Yeah, but there was some bad shit. It was drummers mostly, but the bands, it would be.
I remember I wrote on one. I don't remember who it was, though. It was like a glam rocker.
Oh, yeah, it was probably Tommy Lee in makeup. Yeah.
Enough's enough.
No. It would be. I mean, I will admit that, like, if I got like a drummer magazine and there was photo spreads in it, and you know what I mean,
Put it up on the walls.
even if I didn't even know the dude, I was putting it up. You know what I mean?
Cool.
That's just how it was. But then the problem was when I'd invite people over, people like the goat here, who immediately just start, boom. Oh, this is your inner life, huh? Oh, this is all the shit nobody else has seen or judged yet, huh? Oh, let me cock this.
I'm planting my flag. It was fun.
Good times. Yeah, it's good times. Good times. But yeah, I had the.
It was a dope room, though, man. When everybody painted their pictures,
yes,
it drew.
because it was a rental house, and you know, with a parent who really didn't give a fuck what you did to the house as long as you didn't get evicted. You know,
Right.
so there'd be holes in the walls everywhere, like.
Everybody would draw things on the walls.
It'd be the reason why
Right.
bad neighborhoods look like they do, because renters don't have any ownership of the house.
Absolutely.
The whole system that you can get put out just means like, well, then fuck this place. I can't get attached to it.
The paint on the walls was
Yes, that's true.
That's the era,
It
though.
was not a mansion.
But the point being,
Right.
like anybody that would come over would tag my walls,
Yeah.
right on my shit,
And there was a lot of people that came over, too.
busted up, wrote all kinds of stuff all over my cool posters, insulting things.
Oh, I wish I could remember some of them.
Yeah.
Nelson.
Yeah, I think he might have had a
I
Nelson
did not have a
poster up. I think
was not a
he-
Nelson.
Like, ha, Nelson. Or,
No, the worst was probably Tommy Lee.
he liked Gunnar Nelson.
Oh, and the Bullet Boys.
You know what? It was
Right.
even worse. Is there's a funny picture of me and my brother when we were kids wrestling, and somebody took a picture of us, and there's pictures of wrestlers behind the wall.
Oh, who are your favorites?
Like
you know
what
who I like?
wrestler?
I don't know, but just seeing it, I wanted to crack on myself so bad. It's like if I had a time machine, I would go back and just bust on myself for having pictures of wrestlers on the wall. But I don't know. Hey, adults are still into wrestling.
It's weird.
Yeah, and the UFC really, now that I think, like, it's actually becoming like,
Wrestling, kind of.
well, just that because it's encouraged to have big personalities like
Colby Covington.
Colby Covington, who plays like the Trump supporter, even though everybody knows that
Trump's
he's
been
not.
on. Trump's been on WWE
That's true.
Many
yeah,
times.
right.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
several times.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Vince. Didn't he
What
appoint
is he,
Vince
Nancy
McMahon to something?
Pelosi?
Vince McMahon is probably like athletic directors for schools or something.
Yeah.
Probably, I would think.
Music director.
Let's do the Vince McMahon walk. I want to walk like Vince McMahon when he's trying to be, Ric
Tough
Flair
guy,
or one of those
yeah.
guys. Yeah. Dusty Rhodes when he's trying to walk in like Dusty Rhodes, brother. Yeah, I feel like Dusty Rhodes leotard when I'm at my job because I have splatter marks all over me. I feel like that's my nickname when I walk down the hall. They call me Dusty Ass Rhodes because I leave a Moroccan fan cloud behind me. It's coming. It's still coming.
You from down in the bayou.
Where's the sand cloud from? The Sudan or something?
Sahara.
Oh, of course it's Sahara. Why does it got to be Sahara?
Because there's a lot of desert over there.
Yeah. Not much to stop the sand from blowing.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's vital for like seeding the Amazon.
No shit.
That's
Yeah,
why
I
the
bet it
Amazon's
is,
so
yeah.
lush.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
to even out the pH on the ground and shit and aerate it.
I don't know
I
about
don't know
biology.
about that. That
Make
sounds
like a different
pretty
soil.
neat, though. So
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
trying to flex agriculture.
No. I was just thinking about it. Like, yeah, well, no, it was not a flex. It was a very soft flex. I know how to make potting soil.
Sand would only provide.
And I have wrestler posters on my wall. Hey, let me tell you about the behind the candelabra.
And the Golden Girls.
Golden Girls. Oh my God, I'm coming out of the closet on this episode.
You are.
Remember Maude? Did you guys watch Maude
No.
when you were little?
Fuck,
Yeah.
no, I didn't watch Golden Girls when I was little.
Golden Girls is pretty good.
Was it?
then how do you?
I mean, I watch it all day at work now. It's on like every fucking TV.
Wait till you get to the episode where Rose gets addicted to drugs.
Rose is the little. No, that's Sophia. Rose, really?
Betty
Rickety
White.
gets addicted to
Betty White
drugs.
gets and she has to go like,
How apropos.
Just to go to Rose Hab.
yeah, but I think it takes like one episode and she's fine again.
That's Rose Hab.
I think she sleeps it off actually.
She finds a bottle.
She
She finds a bottle of pills down in the river.
They think she took like Atarax or something. I don't remember, but then like she's a pill addict, but then she goes to sleep. But then
She's a
She
kipper
took, like-
addict. She's a kipper addict. She's a sardine addict. Rose becomes a sardine addict on this special episode of Golden Girls. Us guys, Golden
Us
Girls.
Golden Girls.
Us Golden Girls. Oh.
Us Golden Guys.
Us Golden Guys.
Us
Yeah.
Golden guys, yeah. I mean, girls, no.
In this era, it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Don't be so
Oh, us golden them. No, us golden guys. Fuck it. With a Z, just to even make it even more tough's enough.
Two F's.
Two F's, a Z. Fuck
It
yeah.
just looks cool when you write it.
Right.
I like writing it, so that's what I'm naming it.
I write it on all my book covers.
The paper bag book
But,
covers.
yeah, they had to be. There was no custom.
I write it on my Trapper Keeper with Sharpie.
Z. Love.
I'm gonna get it tattooed right here on my forearm someday. Tough's enough. rough, see tough.
RUFF. Tough and rough.
Tough and rough. Tough, Z, rough. It's gotta be Z. It sounds like a kid's onesie or something.
Tough onesie.
Toughs and rough onesies for sale now on Us Guys, Us Golden Guys podcast.
Remember Toughskins from like Sears?
Oh, the shitty jeans.
Yeah, they were all
We used to make fun
super
of kids
duper
in
rough.
some tough skin.
I only know about that because of him saying that to people. Like, nice tough skins. I didn't know what the fuck a tough skin was. I wasn't fashionably aware back then. But now I know that was a brand.
I wore tough skins.
Yeah, no doubt.
Of course you did.
And you could always tell because they had the golden stitch X in the pockets.
I know you did. I know you did. I know you did.
I know you do.
I know I do.
I know I do.
I wear tough skins. I know I do.
They were practical.
They were.
Durable.
Durable.
Yeah.
Some of them had the patches
You
in
could
the
say
names.
tough.
UFF.
Tough
Skins.
Z skins.
With a Z.
They really did make you immobile, though.
I know.
Oh, it's so starched.
You could not climb fences well or up trees, evade adults or older boys.
And if you made the mistake of getting a size too big or were skinny, and you had to wear a belt and they'd be all bunched up.
Oh,
I always wanted sky blue tough skin corduroys.
Not acid wash.
Oh, it's sky blue.
Sky
huh?
blue tough skin corduroys.
So like you're in the clouds flying again, huh?
Back where I belong. Yeah.
Soaring above the earth.
Oh, Lordy. We shouldn't be having this much fun.
good.
Yeah, that is good.
It's good to have you back, man.
It is, really. I missed you.
Did you feel something was missing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let me see your tattoos, man.
Well,
Did I look at you before?
yeah, you have to narrate them. No, let me see shit. You
On
gotta,
his,
Yeah,
on-
you know,
oh.
like Chaz Michaels did
Wow.
in Blades of Glory.
All right, so on his upper right delt, is that his delt? There is some kind of seal.
Yeah.
That's got a crown.
Very nice.
That's the family.
I like your tattoos.
Family crest.
Family crest. It's
Yeah.
a crown and some licorice
That's dope.
and a belt buckle.
And then you got some
It's crown,
toys.
man.
What are those toys
And then
tattooed?
underneath that, there's
Those are Sam Keith. Sam Keith drawings.
Sam Keith. Remember Sam
Yeah.
Keith? He did
No.
the Max for Image.
Yes.
Oh.
yeah.
That
yeah.
purple guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a massive Sam Keith fan. So,
Sam Keith is a
yeah.
great artist.
So he did this one of his last episodes of the Max was where one of the things that the Max had to let go was his thoughts. So they're about letting your thoughts go.
Talking to the mic.
They're angry and exploding fairies.
Oh,
So like the pink one is the bitch of the bunch. You
I
know,
thought they were like
the
little
blue
sisters from
no,
Bioshock.
no. They get
Like
nicer.
Powerpuff Girls.
They get nicer as they come up. And
He's got.
There's an emerald green
and then
one,
pop.
a
And then-
blue
Then
one.
they pop and they explode and they're gone.
He's got those Bratz dolls
Yeah.
tattooed on his arm,
And
dude.
then okay, so go to your other.
that's
His
No,
inner
please.
bicep is the Max from Sam Keith.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I
And
like
then
that.
on his outer forearm,
Look at those guns.
Outer forearm.
there's like
Is that a mermaid?
a mermaid.
Nah, that's a little shout out to Pete and Pete, but that's
Pete
a
and
bigger
Pete.
shout out to my sister.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's part
So,
butterfly.
No,
Pete and Pete was a dope show.
No, just
Lepidoptera.
yeah.
What?
Is that Fox Racing too?
no. That's actually a Johnny Cash Simpsons tattoo.
Inner forearm is a Johnny Cash Simpsons tattoo
Yeah.
of a fox.
Damn, you
Yeah.
have some really well thought out tattoos.
Yeah, this is when Johnny Cash was like, "Find your soulmate, Homer." He
Mm-hmm.
took peyote and he ended up in a golf course.
It looks
And, he,
good.
and the voice he saw was Johnny Cash, and
It's like
he
an
saw him
orange
in the form-
fox, if you've never
yeah,
seen.
Yeah, he saw him in the form of a coyote. Yeah,
That's a coyote.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A
And then the
coyote.
Pete and Pete reference is
I don't know
the,
that one.
Yeah.
it's the mermaidish
Yeah.
or the lady in the red dress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's a dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's
Yeah.
this on your inner forearm?
What's this one? This
A
one's
steel worker.
That's
yeah. This one's kind of. My dad always had a picture of him with us on his
Mm-hmm.
knee, so he kind of looked like that when he came over from the steel mills. So
Nice,
kind of
dude.
true.
You, I
kind of a throw out to him. Yeah.
I find no
Yeah.
room for insults on your arms.
Nope.
And then what's the other one? The wings.
This one is an anagram. Follow your heart till the day you die.
Oh, it's a heart with a skull in it, and the heart has an arrow pointed
Yeah.
downwards, and it's got wings.
Yes.
Winged.
Nice. It's okay.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. It's all beautiful.
Yeah.
Now you're up to date.
So let's see a couple of yours.
I have this one
A wolf.
and a raven
Yeah.
in a mandala.
Mm-hmm. Nelson.
Nelson Mandela. It's a yeah.
It's a Nelson Mandela tattoo.
It's a,
If
yeah.
he was a wolf.
If he was a wolf and a raven.
With the
yeah.
dream catcher.
Nice save, dude.
Good one.
He would be a Native American.
Mm-hmm.
Nelson Mandela. He's a native South African, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty close.
But in tattoo form.
At
Yeah.
one point, it was pretty close.
Like if you were trying to explain
Yeah.
it to
If
a
South
Midwesterner.
If South Africa had wolves, Nelson Mandela would be one like that.
what do they have? They have dingo. No, that's Australia.
I'm pretty sure no
They
one.
have
I
cats.
think you should watch what
Cats
you
rule
say.
Africa.
You have to watch what you say. I'm pretty sure no one white is a native South African.
Yeah, but Nelson Mandela is in
What
one.
about Elon Musk? Elon Musk.
And Charlize Theron?
I'm sure he was not a native. I'm sure he doesn't trace his lineage to.
Probably for a couple generations.
Well,
They've been there for a while.
the first colonizing
Belgium.
were the
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, but I
Elon
see what
Musk.
you mean.
Elon Musk is Belgian.
Yeah, it's weird how segregated. Well, no, they can't say that. I guess. Huh?
Why
No.
not?
I mean, they were. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're segregated. Apartheid. It was not what I was talking about.
Oh.
What the nice train wreck, Ricky.
I shouldn't be driving.
Derailed.
Why do I got to be driving all the time? No, it's cool.
Derailed.
Anyway, episode 74 for June 28th. We love you for listening. Thank you for hanging in there with us if you have. we probably know you and are paying you in some way or
In sounds?
in sounds. Yeah. No.
We'll pay you in sounds.
Oral stimulation.
Yes.
Aural. A-U-R-A-L.
Olfactory stimulations.
That's your department.
Yes. Yes. I do declare.
My fault stink.
I am the horish one of the bunch. You don't know where these farts are coming from.
My farts.
Say there, friend. Your farts have a peculiar scent. Where are they from? Coney Island.
Yeah, see?
Bullshit, I smell Kentucky.
I got Coney Island farts.
Horny?
Yeah.
Corny?
Coney Island.
Like corn? Horny?
corn dog.
Tell us a
Horny.
joke, Rickety. You got to have a good joke.
He already told us one.
Did he?
Where's your
That
dad
wasn't
joke?
very good.
I don't have a good joke.
A dad joke. Come on. Anyone you could think of. It don't matter. Just whatever. Something. What?
I can't think
Yeah,
of
you
one.
can. Come on.
I'm under pressure.
All right. How about you? You see any movies? I gave you guys movie picks. We got music pick. What do
Oh,
we got?
I've been watching, The Witcher. Yeah.
The Witcher,
And then,
that's true.
When Uncle Jesse's not around, I throw on the show on Hulu, Crossing Swords.
Oh,
It's
the little Legos
little play
movie.
school guys.
Yeah.
Little play school sets.
I haven't seen
and,
that yet.
It's like Seth Green from Robot Chicken and all those producers do it.
No shit.
Yeah, it's funny, man. It's crude as fuck.
Yeah. What channel is it on? On the Hulu.
On Hulu, yeah.
Word. I do want to see that.
Yeah, it's funny.
I got to
You'll
start watching
enjoy
Witcher.
it.
Now that you guys are watching Witcher, I'll watch it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, I'm only 3
I'll
episodes.
try to
in.
watch it too.
Yeah. We can talk
Yeah,
about
we
it
can
next
talk-
week.
So good.
I love that I'm so behind. Like that fucking Behind the Candelabra movie came out in like 2013.
No shit.
Like I had no fucking idea. You know.
I remember them saying something about it, but I didn't listen because I
Dude,
didn't care about Liberace.
It is crazy. I didn't know shit about Liberace, but he was a fucking pimp. He was a he got dudes to change their face. He didn't give a fuck. You saw in that picture, he was just like, fuck you guys. I'm doing what I want to do.
Right.
He had a bunch of dogs,
And you're going to pay
big
me.
flowing fucking
Capes and shit.
capes and shit.
Like his cloak.
A shell behind his head, like just the craziest hair you could ever imagine. Rob Lowe's in it too. Rob Lowe,
Oh, shit.
fucking crazy, man. Just the actors in it. It's
Whenever
nuts.
you get a name that's like one word name,
Yeah, for
Yeah,
real.
Liberace.
Yeah, anybody
Yes.
one named.
Prince,
yeah.
Madonna.
Yes.
You get that one word name, man.
It takes a certain amount of balls to
have
you
one
know,
name.
to rock one name.
What makes me laugh is you see, like, watch some shitty TV show, and say featuring a one like Estiva or something. And you never heard of them, but they have the audacity to have a one-word name. You have to be a certain level to get.
Yeah.
a one-word
I agree. I agree.
You
Well,
know?
what if you got to start somewhere? You're a one word name. You got to start somewhere. You know, like toilets. Something I don't know. I got a toilets on the brain. Speaking of toilet, I do have a music pick. Pharaoh Munch, same shit, different toilet. Just
Oh,
came
that's a
out.
good one.
Yeah, we
Just
listened
came
to
out
that
this week. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but yeah. You can't. I mean, one word name's got to start somewhere. The Rock.
The
Yeah.
Bedazzler.
Blondie.
Yeah, you got the one word name.
No, the
The B-Daz.
the P-Daz.
What?
It's 2 words.
Yeah, but you just call
Math
it-
is hard. I saw the rocks turn in there.
He what?
Yeah, but you don't
I
call
thought you don't
him.
bite the rock.
You say,
No, he
what's
says.
up, B-Daz? You don't say, what's up, the B-Daz?
Yeah, he does.
Always.
Yeah, everybody does.
You say, what's up, the B-Daz?
Yeah.
I don't think you do that.
How's the B-Daz doing today?
The Bedaz.
That was the beat.
Hey, the B-Daz.
Yeah. I don't think I even ever call you anything.
You don't.
No.
I don't want
just
you to
say
ever call me
something.
anything. Don't call me. Don't ever call me anything. How about How about keep my name out of your mouth? Oh, fucking fucks. Yeah, sorry.
Fuck faces.
Anyway, we're at 148.
Ooh.
So, anybody got anything else? I mean, I know it feels good, but I don't want to just, burn money here.
Yeah.
That's so good.
I'm not trying to just burn money. Burn editing time.
Who sang that?
I don't know. Who sang It Feels Good? Was it like a New Edition? Yeah,
Wait.
it feels good. Da, 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 da.
I don't
That's all
recognize
I
it.
remember.
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about, but I
I
have
don't.
no idea who sang it.
Might be like
Everybody
O-Town or one of those kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I remember it, and I could find it in like parts of songs.
Little
but
boy band,
Yeah.
kinda.
Menudo.
Public Enemy put out a new song.
Oh yeah.
It's not very good.
No.
Yeah. I was never a giant Public Enemy
Is
fan.
Flavor
as far as-
Flav on it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is he?
I was. I liked them a lot.
Yeah, you're in the minority, dude. A lot of people like Public Enemy. I get what you.
Yeah, I
Just
don't
never
think
got
they're
into
bad. I just never got into them. Like Run DMC,
Yeah.
you know, a couple of their songs are okay, but you know,
Damn, I still remember watching the Run DMC Christmas specials with my stepdad number 5 or 6's mom. It was weird,
Christmas in Hollis.
but yeah,
That was
we
the
watched it in
first
her
Christmas
apartment.
Christmas
record.
time.
Yeah, I
Hollis
remember
Queens.
watching it in her apartment, man. It was a trip.
Yeah.
Mimi was her name.
Oh,
This
I remember you
old-
telling.
No, before, this old Czechoslovakian woman. She was awesome. It was about the same time I got my first pair of Pumas
Ooh.
from my paper route. I put them on layaway at Kmart. Yep.
layaway.
Here I am back in the layaway line. Life has come full circle for me. And I don't have a problem with it.
No,
I liked Conan and Red Sonja then, and I like Conan and Red Sonja now.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And that's my philosophy. I'm not a religious man.
Did you see the new Conan with
Jason
Aquaman?
Momoa.
in it?
Oh, yeah, that one was also, that's what,
Was
like
it-
2012 or 13
Yeah.
or something like
Not
that.
the
But
same.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
no, I thought it was pretty good.
Really?
Especially, yeah. I mean, nowhere near the same. It's not like even the same. I don't even think it's the same thing. It's like a
That movie's perfection.
reimagining or something.
The original Conan is a.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're so
Really?
fucking good.
I
And
remember watching it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
they're
love
fantastic.
That movie is perfect.
Isn't
Yeah.
Will Chamberlain in it? And
No,
Yeah.
that's a Barbarian.
Yeah.
Conan, or that's the Destroyer. But the Barbarian is the first one.
yeah, and who else is it? What was
That movie is perfect.
James Earl Jones.
James,
Yeah.
of course.
He's in both Tulsa Doom.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's my spirit animal. Tulsa Doom was my spirit animal for
Really?
a long time when I was in a dark place, yeah. But not anymore.
that's the picture. I've seen that.
On his social
That,
media.
that or toilets
Yes.
were always my go-tos. But no, I'm on a brighter side. I
What
think
would you
of-
pick now?
now I think it's Scotty Thorson. Scotty Thorson, the dude who changes his face for Liberace. If I had Facebook now, that's what it would be. Dude is a savage. He is committed. Holy fuck.
Can anybody at this table name one Liberace song?
No.
No.
No. They were just like, yeah.
I didn't know he had songs. I thought he just got up there and
And played
free jammed
piano and
jammed.
talked, yeah.
Yeah, I can't name you one note.
He pranced around and he had Matt Damon drive out a limo and stand by it in a fucking suit while he played piano, while he talked to the crowd. I want all you motherfuckers behind me in suits, and I want your faces to look like mine, and we're going to go do this shit. We're going to go do
But
shows.
it's pretty common for band leaders to be like tyrannical, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like supposedly James Brown was a motherfucker to his band.
And did he fuck
He
everybody?
didn't do that apparently, but well, who knows? I don't think he did.
Dude was
He's a sex
savage.
machine.
He was a savage. He had dick implants, so
the
like
scene.
his dick was always hard.
Really?
Liberace.
Yeah. He's a savage.
Liberace did?
Yes. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a scene where Matt Damon asked him, like, how are you always hard? He's like, I got some work put in there. You know what I mean? I got a lot of drive. I needed to keep up. It's like, what the fuck? He's walking around with a boner all the time? It's crazy.
Well, how did he die? Was it
AIDS.
AIDS?
Dog. I mean, come on. Come on. Even everybody gets busted at some point. Like, you can't go that hard, man. It was crazy. I mean, no matter drugs or whatever the fuck it is, You know, you go that hard, something's going to get you.
Oh, yeah.
I want to ride the bus of life. I want to take it slow, sniff a seat here and there.
It's perfect.
Lick a window, you know what I mean? Dry hump a handrail. That's just how I like to live. I don't know.
on the chain.
You know?
Hurt your thumbs trying to get the window down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have those on?
school bus?
Oh yeah.
That was a school bus.
Yeah.
Not the-
or a
I was
screen
on
door.
transit
Or a
bus.
screen door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get your head caught in the bus doors a couple times.
Hold up,
Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. Yeah. It says in my baby book that I got in my first fight at school in the first grade, and that's where I got these stitches from. And I distinctly remember waking up in the hospital. But I'm beginning to think that, being how I looked, that maybe my mom was just covering up and I fell off the bus. Like, I'm pretty sure she would do some shit like this. She was like, no, he got in a fight.
Yeah, right.
I could have just fell off that bus.
I imagine when you were that age, you were a little top heavy because of the size of your head.
bet, yeah.
And it was pretty large.
I've seen
and all
photos.
That red afro.
I've seen
When-
photos, and it literally says in the book that, like, it's taken him a long time to walk.
A little wobbly headed,
It was
pale,
like a full-grown adult man's head
like a gremlin,
on a little baby. It's like, oh, this head is fucking heavy.
like Stewie.
It's like you're trying to balance a plate on a broomstick. Right? That's what my neck was doing. I think I fell off the bus. Anyway, that's my theory. Because I
Just
don't
tumbled.
Yeah, you know.
Do you think it ran you over?
Say what?
Do you think it ran you over?
I don't think it ran me over because that would have probably killed me, or I would have got sued for the tire or something. But I think more of just like my head probably got clapped in those doors a couple times. Like, bus driver didn't have time to fuck around with me, so he was trying to like push me out of the door with those clapping doors. He got me pretty far. I probably bounced off the curb because my head is so heavy, you know. My little ragdoll legs were sticking straight up. Oversized orthotics.
Probably some young ass Kathmandu shorts, tube socks.
Fucking glow in the dark cricket legs sticking straight up.
People were probably throwing shit at you to try to get
Looked
you out
like
the
a
door.
dead malformed cricket, like a pale.
People
albino.
at the bus stop on the outside are bitching at you to come on.
Get off! Either get on or get off the bus, bunk. Move! Somebody left their Raggedy Ann. Somebody left their Cabbage Patch Kid out.
But the dollar store version.
Cornflower Kid. Cauliflower Kid.
Cornrow kid.
Pumpkin Patch Kid. I'm a pumpkin head. A big ass pumpkin head.
And they're orange.
It rolled down the steps of the bus.
You look like a jack-o'-lantern.
Yep, like a little baby jack-o'-lantern. Not loved by the world. Mistreated.
Chemlat shoved up your ass.
Yeah, and all I remember getting out of that was a little bag of Pop Rocks.
Oh.
And,
Really?
and a Tom and Jerry Hot Wheel. So I know my mom must have got paid somehow. No, I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I mean, more than likely she had to buy food. Pinto beans with it.
Something.
We ate a lot of pinto beans when I was little.
Explains a lot.
We had to pick the little rocks out of them.
Oh.
I just now remember that shit. It's weird.
Pinto beans.
Like lately, big changes can unlock little doors that you've had locked up
Is
for a
that
long
weird
time.
thing?
It's very weird. It's very weird.
It's like, oh yeah.
It's like, holy fuck. I'm, like something, because it's so out of the ordinary, can trigger something that you haven't triggered in
forever,
30 years.
That happened to me this week.
Did it?
Yeah, there's kids that fish below the stream, below our house. There's fish in there.
They were stealing your fish. Huh?
There's trout. They're allowed to have them, but
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah,
Kipper.
I let them have a little bit.
yeah, but one of the kids left their backpack there. We're like, what in the world could be in the back of a kid's backpack?
Yeah.
So unzipping it was like, oh my God, what are we gonna see? A Matchbox car and a tube of lipstick.
Wow. Like chapstick.
No, like lipstick.
Like lady lipstick.
Oh, like lady lipstick?
Yeah.
And a Matchbox.
Or like
it could be
dog
anything.
dick.
Yeah. And
What?
fishing supplies on.
Yeah, like a chapstick when it comes out, it looks like a dog's
dog dick.
wiener.
Yeah.
It's
It's all red and shiny.
It looks like it hurts.
Unless it's a Puerto Rican girl, then it's like black and shiny.
You wouldn't expect it though. I mean,
Yeah.
what would you expect to find in a?
No, I probably would expect
Maybe
that.
like a action figure.
Yeah, no, I grew up around a lot of kids, man. So, it
Lipstick,
could be anything.
But just lipstick and a Hot Wheel. It's kind of.
It's probably his mom's
Kinda weird.
backpack, or she put something in the backpack.
Or
to
it's
take
probably a little
somewhere.
girl. My kids, male or female, loved fucking Hot Wheels. They were the shit. Especially,
Yeah.
you could do little shit like, and then drop it. And that's the first way to make a baby laugh is tragedy.
That's true. Bonk him in the head or drop something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, a lot of families, if a kid falls and gets hurt,
They
before
laugh.
it can react, they start laughing at the kid to try to, in their eyes, to convince the child that it's
Not a big deal.
not a big deal. But in the kid's head, it's like, fuck you, motherfucker. Why you all laughing at me?
Is that one of the memories?
Vicious. So good. Tastes so good. At least you guys talk back. These old fuckers I'm talking to, I think they're talking to me, and then they'll open their eyes and go, Daniel! I'm like, fuck.
So
I
you
thought
get
we-
to be different actors when you go, hey, I'm
I
Daniel.
just go, no. I do the Jedi mind
These
trick.
are not the droids you're looking for.
You're asleep. I'm not in here right now.
Get a gold watch.
Yeah, I am not the nurse. Don't touch me. I won't touch you.
Maybe that's why you always see in like movies and shows and stuff, janitors have like headphones in when they're mopping. and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Oh, yeah, to tune out. But you're not allowed to anymore, man.
No.
No, they're real strict about your cell phones because believe me, I could shoot a fucking movie.
They probably don't want people filming.
Exactly. HIPAA laws, for
Yeah.
one, because these people are under
Yeah.
protective, medical care. You can't leak their personal information. And then for two, just the place you work at for competitive reasons, because they're monitored by the government so hard. I mean, wow, it is nuts how much they get inspected and how hardcore the inspections are.
Well,
But,
you're taking care of people. So.
Right. And I work for like a great place. Like, I've been in nursing, like when I was a kid, my mom worked in nursing homes and would make me go in there with her. And she always did that kind of stuff. So, I've been around that a lot. And plus, when I was a cop, I saw emergency rooms.
Yeah.
And, tons of people in those situations. And this place is great. I know it's cleaner than a
good.
motherfucker.
That's
I clean that bitch.
That's the pride.
Yeah,
There
but
you go.
anyway,
You're a good cleaner.
you can't have your cell phone in those places. Like,
No,
I
I can see
gotta
that.
hide mine. So if I send you guys a text, it's you better believe it was in my head, and I was like, oh fuck, oh fuck,
gonna
this
blow
is
up.
good, this is good. In my head, I'm I'm probably crying, laughing, and I'm like, I gotta say this to somebody.
That's great.
You thought that when you sent that picture of the half bag of ham?
Why else would I send you a half bag of ham? I was crying, laughing. You don't think I know that it's fucked up that I'm popping open a can of tuna,
yeah.
a can of pine, and there's a whole room full of people, and I look and I try not to smile and act like I don't know that they're watching. I fucking love it.
I know.
I love it. I can't help it. I'm a troll.
It's
like,
some funny shit. Yeah, a real life troll.
I think it was just being a class clown and shit at school when I was a kid.
Another
It
group
just
of
always
people.
got me through shit to where it's like, oh my gosh, that's all I want in a job is
Yeah.
just give me some people to fuck around with, you know, and then preferably time alone to come up with ideas.
Right.
And that's what I got.
That's great. That's like a great cycle.
Yeah.
If you stay amused, then cleaning poop's not that bad.
It's really not that bad.
Have you found a work friend yet?
Oh, I got tons of work friends. Yeah.
But
there's
I
all-
mean, like somebody you can.
Oh, my
like,
dog by far is the 72-year-old dude. I'm not gonna say his name, but he is fucking awesome. He was a miner.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, let me describe him for you. He's like a dwarf in D&D. He's like 5'2", but 72, but still could fucking rock a muscle shirt. Like this motherfucker is stout. Like you could tell back in his day,
Like a hobbit guy.
you did not want to tussle with this little motherfucker, you know? And the first day I met him, I knew we were friends. I said something, and he's like, you ain't too big for me to come over there and knock out, Brian. I knew right then we were best friends for life. Like, I fucking love him. I love him. I can't talk to anybody in there without him trying to crack on me. I mean, it's awesome. He's awesome because he don't give a fuck. He will remind me. He's like, hey, Brian, how much you make an hour? And I'm like, 9. He's like, they started me at 10 something. I swear to God, he said that to me.
That's cold blooded.
Fucking awesome. He's got like that minor mentality to where like you bust balls. That's what you do. You know? Like, and then when he tells me about what they went through at work, oh my God. He's like, they had a boss who did not yell, would just start fucking people up in the mines. Like, they had a foreman he would just come
Beat
in
ass.
and he would be quiet and you would not know you were in trouble until he started whooping on your ass.
Wow.
That's when fucking dudes were, you know, that's where a lot of this mentality, this closed up, just get by mentality, fuck anything that's different.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from. There were generations and generations of us who did not have Twitter to vent on,
Right.
or they didn't have podcasts to get around and let it out on the weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They fucking bottled it up and
then blew up.
then beat their wives, you know? Kick the dog or whatever they did back then. I don't know. But yeah, it's a trip. So I love meeting old timers like that are gruff, but you could tell they're good people. You know.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I got work buddies for sure.
That's good.
Sure.
Those are treasures, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then there's a lot of these nurses are gruff. That's a rough. People talk about cops, but these fucking nurses are jaded.
Yeah.
Woo! And not only just jaded, but the hierarchy is fucking malicious. It's like you're watching baboons, you know? Like, and there's very little food. Like you would think, whether it be hours or who's gonna pass out this pill or what, you would think it was like that's all there is. The level of fucking viciousness they go at each other. But it's a stressful job,
Yeah,
you know?
no doubt.
And grown people shit themselves, and these people got to go change them, and they die every day, and these people got to go in and go, oh, there goes Janet that I talked to every day. That's the one I sat there and fed with a spoon yesterday, but today she's dead.
It's a dismal outlook.
Yeah, it can wear you out. It can wear you out, but there are some people though that just shine through that fucking darkness. There's this activities lady there. I want to bring her down here once I get a little bit more settled. She is she's in her 70s also, but not an ounce of quitting, this lady. I mean, god damn, she's the one who walks around in the morning, puts Golden Girls on for everybody. Like, she's fucking bringing them ice cream. She's making them go outside.
Something to look forward to.
She's
in their
making
day.
them dance. She's yelling at them, Ethel, you gotta raise your hands. Raise your hands. Ethel's like a Hawkins in it. You know what I mean? Like just ready to melt into this chair. And fucking this lady does not quit, man. Just all day long. All day long she goes. It's inspiring. Some people shine
It is
through.
inspiring. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's rough. It's rough out there on the front lines in healthcare. Getting paid less than, well, not less than minimum wage, sadly. That's what's crazy. I can't even complain. There's people getting less. Minimum wage is like $2 lower than what I'm getting. So it's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
Unless you work for Target.
Yeah, I'm about to have to migrate to Target.
Jeez.
I'm gonna have to switch career
I'm
choices.
going to have to pack up my belongings and find a trail headed out in that direction and homestead somewhere around there, which is called being homeless, living in the bushes nowadays. But I got to go homestead until I can move into the town, you know? It's
I could teach you the ways of the trail.
Yeah, I do need some survival skills.
You got to look at the marks on the post.
Because at some point, there's not going to be a can of tuna for me to pop open. I'm going to have to hunt my own fish like you do.
I think he's been shooting, somebody told me he's been shooting potentially rabid beavers or something.
No. What? There's rabid beavers?
No?
Woodchucks.
Woodchucks.
Rabid woodchucks?
I think I saw. Oh, my God. Why? What's going on?
They just keep digging up the foundations of the house and trying
Oh, they're
He
fuckers.
declared war.
to. Yeah.
Oh, you think
They
they?
started it, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're
This
little
is a
fuckers.
Caddyshack situation, yeah.
Oh, so not really with rabies.
No.
Because there was one in my backyard, and it was just laying there for the longest time, and flies were all on it, and bugs and shit, you know, so I thought it was dead. So I threw a carrot at it. I threw another carrot at it. And I figured this motherfucker would get up for it. For
carrot.
one, I'm whipping carrots at him.
Yeah.
I'm
For
going to
two-
get my carrots.
For two, I would think he'd eat the carrots or something. But he didn't move, man. So, and then he moved, and it was just kind of groggly, like he wasn't afraid of me. So I thought for sure then he had
Might have
rabies or
been,
something.
yeah.
But then later I looked out and he was gone and my carrots were gone. Little prick. I think he just juked me. He was like, say, brother, say, I got rabies. You got a carrot? I threw him some carrots, and as soon as I turned around, he was gone. So maybe, but anyway, I thought you were talking about raccoons with rabies. And
No.
Thought maybe this one had-
I did in the winter shoot a raccoon with rabies.
But no groundhogs with rabies?
No.
They're just being cocks. They're fucking up his shit.
A groundhog looks just like a beaver, but it doesn't have the beaver tail, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Got you.
And
Yeah,
they'll just look at you like, fuck.
yeah, like they don't really.
You
don't-
see him dead
Right.
on the side of the road a lot.
That's true. So maybe it's not that he's
That
not
and
afraid of me.
raccoons.
It's because he's not afraid of me because he's dumb.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't think I was throwing carrots at him.
Right.
And then there's a 2-foot pile of fucking dirt in your garden because they
Yeah.
dug a tunnel under something.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
Are they smelly? They must be real smelly. This one had flies
Yeah.
all over him. He was like an animation.
Well, imagine
drawing.
living
It was like
in
a
the wo-
drawing of something dirty.
Living in the woods all your life. How are you gonna bathe yourself in a stream?
Yeah, I would think. Or I would think crawling in that dirt gave him some kind of like cream rinse or something.
Yeah, and you only got those big beaver teeth. You can't
Like
really,
worms.
You can't really
Lick
groom
or
yourself.
pick the
Oh, yeah, they must not
animals
have
or
a tongue.
bugs off.
Huh.
They must not have a tongue, like an
And plus, if
anteater.
they're underground all the time, they can't see that well. So he surely didn't see me
throwing carrots.
whipping carrots at him. He's just like, oh.
Did you hit him?
No, I can't aim good.
It's true.
I ain't throwing a whole bag of carrots. Those things cost $1.57.
The first care flew
He
in the
gets 2
neighbor's
carrots, dude. That's it. And I broke them up, so I had more
More
probability. But
Yeah, he was going back to get the carrots, man, that he threw.
well, no, I looked to see if they were gone. Maybe I would have went and got
He
him.
would have went. and got him. He's
Like,
a
fuck it,
dude.
he's dead, dude. I'm just gonna eat these. He ain't, you can't afford to be winging carrots out here. Who am I? Fucking Rockefeller? Who can? These aren't even the baby pre-peeled ones, pre-washed. I get the big dirty ones.
Bag of dirty carrots.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's scientific or not, but I imagine the peel has all the vitamins in it and shit, so I
So
don't
you don't
pre-peel it.
I think it does.
You
have
just
all-
Bugs
Yeah.
Bunny it.
I Bugs Bunny that shit like a, you know,
Yeah.
like a
doctor.
like a wascally wabbit with my mop. I just hang out all day with my mop and my
That's
little
why. You,
cart.
that's why you like the Toxic Avenger.
He was a fellow janitor.
Yep.
Guess he
You
was.
guys were
I'm
among
pro
the same.
janitor. I'm all about the janitor. I feel like I've always been on the team of the janitors.
Schneider.
Yes, I always just.
Yeah.
I think that's where I just feel like I belong. Maybe in my past life I was some famous janitor.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle on Half Baked.
I was a heroic Mongolian janitor who rode beside Genghis Khan and helped him acquire all his lineage.
Valky
I was like, hey, girl.
He cleaned up.
I mop shit for Genghis.
Hey, girl, I mop for Genghis over here. He wants to bang you. I get to clean it up. So. And I'm a pervert, so some of those kids might be mine. I get in between Genghis' strokes because he's drinking all the time. You know what I mean? I'm real quick.
You have to provide some of the lube. You get down there and spit.
It's my sweat.
Yeah, your lips sweat.
I'm like a point guard. I got to be faster with the ball. I got to be.
Yuck.
Oh, man.
I got to be faster and accurate with the pass. Get out of the way of the big men. All right. This has been episode 74 of the Golden Guyz Us Golden Guyz podcast. Thank you for listening. We love you.
Thank you for being a friend.
Yes, thank you for being a friend. What should be should that be the title?
And back again.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Your heart is true.
You're a pal
And a confidant. If I threw a party
I didn't know those
and
words.
invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend.